miserable men, miserable men, comedians, divorced and married, drinking hard drinking, talking life, breaking balls, guilty mind.
Welcome everybody to Miserable Men Show. We are here live on a Monday evening. We're here every Monday. What are you gonna do? Watch football? That boring shit. The Miserable Media is here. Everybody in the chat, early, ready to go, in the starter blocks. Joining me as always, we have in the red room Mark Burns. We have the Iron Maiden man himself, Mr. Brent Hatley.
New album out.
That's right, and it's a good one. We have Lenny's next victim, Mike Morse, tied up and gagged over there. And, of course, the Reverend Bob Levy, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Miserable Men Show. Welcome. We have a lot to get to, as usual. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? What's going on? Let's catch up.
Did anybody see the gang sign Bob just attempted to throw? Bob, what was that? It was. It's confusion. His gang is confusion.
I thought it was arthritis.
Yes, it was a gang sign to my grandmother, who's 89 today. So I said, "Hun, I'll do this for you, okay?" Never misses my birthday, little cunt.
How's everyone doing? What everybody? I know you guys were all watching football and stuff, right?
Yeah, American sport.
Yeah, that and I went to see Judas Priest on Saturday night.
Oh, full concert.
Yeah.
Were you and your lady breaking the law?
Yeah.
At any point did you have a metal meltdown, baby?
I love he always goes, "Oh yeah, the priest is back, heavy metal maniacs."
I saw you tweeted a picture from there of Rob Halford, the lead singer of Priest, and your quote was, I hope to look this cool when I'm 70.
And I was looking at it because we were down front, and I was looking at his face and facial features. Yeah. We're definitely from the same ancient tribe in England for sure.
Right. We both had cocks in front of your face too.
Not as many as you, but I mean, okay.
Yeah. Well, listen. Good one. Put that picture back up of Rob. Well, I want to see that.
Yeah. You'll definitely look that gay at that age.
Yeah,
I don't know about
what's wrong with being gay.
And that's nothing, I guess, for what you do.
It's either gay or chicks, you know.
Yeah, really. And you put gay and chicks together.
It's either gay
so that's weird. Yeah.
It's either gay or chick.
That's all. Everybody knows that.
But I'm telling you, like, he puts gay and chicks together, so he ruins that's gay.
There's absolutely nothing gay that we do.
Yeah. Just he's not interacting with another dude. Like, he's not touching another dude. The dude's not touching him.
Not yet.
They're just banging. Let me ask you something. You were used to go on the road with comics, and you guys would bring chicks back to the one room that you guys had. You guys would bang chicks next to each other. Isn't that the same thing that Brent's doing?
No, Florentine was never my wife.
But it doesn't matter. What
does that matter?
That has nothing to do with you guys calling him gay. You're calling him gay, insinuating that he's interacting with other men when all he's doing is just banging chicks next to other men. Same thing you've done, Reverend Bob.
But that's different because, okay, I'm not banging another girl and Jim banging another girl with our wives getting banged by somebody right next to us.
Forget the wives part. Forget the wives part.
Has nothing to do with anything.
All right. We're gay. We're all gay. All right? Are you happy?
Thank you.
We're gay like cock.
Thank you. Like cock. That's all I was. Mark doesn't have to admit it. He's in a room that screams it. Mike's divorced. He's given up. He's going to jump on the other team for a little while. Why the hell not? Action's action.
Oh,
yeah.
But I appreciate the fact that Mike likes bigger girls too. Like that's a real man right there.
That's not a real man. That's a stupid man. There's a difference there.
Mike, and they try harder too.
He's not wrong about that. The head jobs are amazing from the bigger.
I know they breathe harder. I know they're trying harder.
And they eat
They're
harder.
done sucking you. What do you care?
Yeah, you can win them for just fucking them for 4 or 5 minutes. It makes you feel good.
You can win them by putting a Twinkie in front of them and putting it back and forth. Their fucking eyes will get tired and fall asleep. They're so fat. You can't do that. It's all right. I don't mind a girl that, I don't mind people that eat a little bit more, and you got a little bit. That's okay. That's normal. But when you can't fucking goddamn do anything in life, you know what I mean? When you're on a train and people are like, if we stop fast, this guy's going to kill us. If he falls on it. That's not a way. You can't be a weapon.
You can't, listen, for me personally, if I was a size where they had to approach me on a plane and tell me to move to a certain side because it's affecting our like if that isn't a wake-up call, if a voice doesn't go off in your head going, you almost weigh as much as a plane, like that should scare you. That should wake you up to something.
And how can the guy not know? Like, I would just look at him and go, you knew this day was coming. You knew it. Look at you. This was happening sooner or later.
It was like what kicked Kevin Smith into gear was he was on a plane one time and they came to him and it's like, sir, we're going to have to ask you to purchase the seat next to you as well. Yeah, and he was like, that's it. I'm losing weight.
It's when you have to bring your extra seat belt to attach to the actual seat belt.
That's bad.
That's the airlines with a cheat code. Like that's literally what the airlines are like. We'll allow you to fucking eat yourself to death and we'll even help you in the process.
Yeah, I used to travel with someone and he used to whisper to the flight attendant, I think I'm going to need a seatbelt extension.
Oh, yeah. Here's the deal. I've also got the rattler.
He doesn't anymore, but back then he was 488. Like,
sure.
He's like,
yeah, he doesn't do it anymore because they made the seats twice the size now.
You can't have a 747 and a 488 on board. It doesn't work.
He could have prevented 9/11 just by being on the plane.
Yeah, can you imagine he just sits up and sits back down and turns the plane right?
But he couldn't.
Or how about this? They're charging towards the cockpit, and he just gets up and stands in the aisle.
He would have saved him that day, but he was at 7-Eleven on 9/11. So
No, we were on the air. We had breakfast delivered to us that day.
Of course you did.
You're a terrorist and like you're trying to hit the building, and then Bubba just runs to the left side of the plane, and the whole thing hooks and misses like a boomerang.
He'd be a national hero. People would love him.
The guy stabbing Bubba, and he's like, a little to the right. It's itching over here. A little to the right. Nothing.
You'd be lucky to pop a pimple on that motherfucker with a knife. Holy shit. I mean, that would be fucking hilarious. Like, you can't it's like a marshmallow coming at you. What are you going to do? You can't shoot it. You can't stab it.
And back when he was Bubba 488, like again, today, as we sit here today, he's about 250. But back when he was Bubba 488, we would joke with the Tampa Bay Lightning guys when we'd have him on the air and say, hey, why don't you make Bubba your goalie and just stick him in front of the goal and just not even move? Like,
he blocks out the light of the stadium. We can't have that.
Sorry, he might break the ice.
Speaking of large people, I kept seeing this commercial during the football games for Old Navy with a fat chick dance troupe. You guys see this commercial?
Yes.
No.
Felt it too.
It's wild. It's wild that it's like, hey, nothing weird here. It reminds me of Naked Gun when Leslie Nielsen would be standing in front of the burning building, explosions, and he'd go, there's nothing to see here. Move along.
Well, listen, marketing-wise, it's smart because, those chicks need clothes too. So why not show, hey, you'll be able to dance and move and not have to sit.
And seeing as America is the second fattest country in the world, it's you're kind of playing to the bigger audience.
Right. I'm sure there's more women that size than there are size 0.
By the way, number 1, Alabama. Just so you know.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah. Alabama's number 1 in like obesity, stroke, heart disease, all that stuff.
Everyth's fried here.
That's fucking great. That's like saying, I was like, I'm going to tell my wife, we got to move there, And then I can honestly say I'll never cheat on you because there's nothing out there to fucking cheat with. That's not the only reason. Shut the fuck up. We're doing a show.
One time, they were interviewing Charles Barkley on the sidelines of an Auburn game, and he was like a Weight Watchers spokesperson, and they asked him about that, and he goes, Yeah, I'm here in Alabama. I'm trying to get these people to lose some weight. There's some real fat people in Alabama. And they cut right away from him.
Yeah, it's like San Antonio. A lot of you got these hot women, these hot little Mexicans, fucking, and all of a sudden, boom, they blow up because everything is the sandwich burritos for breakfast. It starts with, and they just become fucking little animals. You know what I mean? Little brown animals, fucking sneaking around behind you looking for crumbs. It's just sad to see. They're so beautiful when they're not huge.
It's amazing how I don't want to delve too far into politics, but it's amazing how far the crazy liberal left agenda has gotten. So on one side, if you don't have a mask on, which I'm fully vaxxed and I'm a big vax fan, so don't get me wrong. But if you're not wearing a mask everywhere you go, you're not caring about your own health and anybody else's health. But then we're going to pretend that obesity and all of the things that come with it, that's to be celebrated because that's your beautiful you.
What do you mean, like black boyfriends? What that comes with obesity?
Well,
Go ahead. You basically said black boyfriend.
Bob 2 for 2 on the racism.
Is that what I said?
It's not. You know what? I'm still doing the jokes that everyone did in the 70s. We're playing. I'm tickling your taints. Go fuck yourself.
I mean,
I'm not going to bend for you, cocksuckers.
I'm a fucking genius, dude. What don't you realize is that I'm reverse stupid.
I said that.
It's like the reverse Flash.
You know what?
If you lighten those eyes, he looks like the guy in that Now You See Me, that new horror movie.
He could actually be singing in Judas Priest.
You know what the sick thing is? Let me tell you something. The sick thing is, I like that tattoo. I might get one. I swear to God, I like that fucking tattoo with the hammer on my chest.
You should.
I'm going. Look at that. I remember that day.
He's gonna get that. He's gonna get a tattoo of just the handle on one of his ass cheeks.
I mean, wherever you move to, if you have an office, that has to be framed and hung up in that office. That picture of you with the hammer on the fence.
Yes.
Do it. I'll do it. We just got the Mike Moss stuff that he did for our kids, and the pictures that he does is amazing. We're getting a big frame for it, and I will do that. I will fucking
Bob's kids.
But Mike is amazing. I've never seen somebody as talented without a mic as Mike, truthfully.
Mike Morse?
Yeah, his drawing is unbelievable. It's I mean, he's an artist. Some motherfucker is an artist. There's no denying it. What he does.
Morse.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was talking to them in Uncle Vinny's and they said he doesn't draw at all.
Oh my God, that's fucking gonna leave him on.
Mike Morse. Al Rosenberg.
Oh, what a scumbag.
I've got a follow-up question for the Northeasterners there.
Yeah.
Do you have to wear masks outside? Is that like a mandate?
Only on Halloween.
No, but
and
you
not
get
even
dirty
indoors.
looks if you don't.
You're in Alabama, buddy.
No, you don't have.
I'm
New
saying
York-
I was just out in New York, and if you're not wearing a mask, people will give you a fucking side eye.
It doesn't matter.
Outside.
You don't have to wear a
don't have
mask.
to.
But
But
Mike,
you do have
tell
to
him.
wear it inside in New York City. You do.
Yeah, but
Inside New York
Jersey,
City,
no.
you have to wear a mask.
Not
Yeah.
And
But Jersey,
Not
no.
in Jersey, yeah. But I think now in New York, you have to show your Vax card too to get into a restaurant and
So
stuff.
I'm going to be in New Jersey next week. I'm going to the Megadeth, to PNC, to the Megadeth Lamb of God show, and I got a notice on my tickets that you have to show your Vax card.
It's up to the
and-
band. It's up to the venue and the band,
Well,
and now
well,
I have to
well,
leave
but if he's
Jersey because the
getting it-
virus is coming.
Well,
But
it's,
if he's
it's
getting
Live
a
Nation.
notice-
It's a Live Nation rule, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they're already sending him notifications, he's going to have to show it.
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So unlike Eric Clapton, go see Eric Clapton. You can do anything you want. You can go stick a hammer in your ass.
But Eric Clapton's a bad father, and I'm never gonna fucking. The guy's an awful father. He should be charged for killing his kid because he can't leave it. Dom, have I ever left a window open for you? Never, right? Never. And see, and he should be
prayed for
charged.
it, but
You
didn't
can
happen.
hear him over the weed plants you're growing.
Yes, we're having a great time. He just moved back in tonight.
Father
again
of
from
the
road.
year.
Father of the year, I am. I'm the coolest dad in fucking town. Hey, the brownies are almost ready. Son.
To Bob's point, if you had a puppy, would you leave a window open like that, so the puppy could get out?
No, but if you were on heroin, maybe you would. Maybe the puppy would get out. You know, there's factors there maybe, listen, this is like heroin to so many people, these phones. You know how many times I've taken my kids to the park in New York and every parent sitting there on their phone, they're not paying any attention to their fucking kid. And guess what? All those kids are assholes. They're all starving for attention, doing terrible shit.
And a lot of those kids, I heard that was their parents weren't paying attention. There was some creepy older guy with gray hair drawing them for a price.
Yeah.
Could barely get them to look up from their phones.
So here's a legal question for you though. So say a parent is on their phone, they're locked in their phone, not paying attention to the kid. Something happens to the kid where the kid dies or gets murdered by a crazed maniac.
Yeah.
Should the parent be charged with depraved indifference because you're not paying attention to your kid when you should have been?
I don't know what that charge is, but they should definitely be charged with something. I think if you're texting and driving and you get in a car accident, you go to jail for that. There's a criminal thing attached to that, right?
And your insurance company won't cover it either, by the way, if that
right.
happens.
So
though it's interesting that I don't think this is what Brent was saying, but Brent, who's clearly like a champion of freedom, now suddenly it's going to be what, illegal to be on your phone when you have your kid at the park?
No,
you know what I mean? Let everyone do whatever and let Darwinism sort them out. That kid's not going to make it. Your parents aren't real bright. You probably aren't either. Next wave, next man up.
I agree with that. I'm talking about it in a legal framework,
right? But then you could say if you're reading a book, like a lot of people sit there and read a book in the park while their kids are playing. So that's the same thing.
Got your eyes closed, listening to Purple Haze or smoking Purple Haze, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to legislate ourselves.
Okay. Let's go back to the Eric Clapton question then. If he was on heroin, and that's why his kid died, should he have been charged with depraved indifference?
Right. Well, was he even home? Was he even there? I mean, he might not.
Yeah, Bob was even there.
Hey man, he was there for sure. How the fucking window get open? A kid don't open a fucking window. Jesus fucking Christ!
It could have been left open.
Because all celebrities take care of their children by themselves.
Issa, see if you can find the story about Clapton's kid.
Yeah. Look up
Google if he ever got charged with.
I don't even think he was there.
No, Google. I killed my son. It comes up.
But I did not shoot the deputy.
Right. Check if George Harrison was there instead. Well, I mean, listen, here's what I do when I take my kids to the park. I watch my fucking kids. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I'll even go in there and fuck around and jump up on the thing and go down the slide with them.
That's creepy.
Yeah. Well, then they show up and things look much more normal. But like, I don't understand why. I get it. Kids are stressful. You want to get the fuck away. But if you're bringing them to a park, you really should kind of keep an eye on them, man. Because,
plus, you want to tire them out. So
you know who else goes to parks? Pedophiles and fucking creeps, and people want to kidnap your kid. In New York, they almost started climbing a homeless guy, thinking it was fucking part of the jungle gym. They're sleeping in the goddamn playground over there. So.
Right. But surely because we've been in similar situations where I was around during the day and I would take my kids to the park. Don't you feel creepy? Like you have to let them know that's my kid there. I'm not
100%. 100%. I'm like, I'll hold their hand walking into the park because I'm like, it's like, I'm letting the dealers know I'm not a cop. I'm cool. I'm cool. Everybody take it easy.
Brent just says, hey man, I like cotton candy.
That's I don't go to such parks because I organize my life around not being around children.
Well, so since we're here though, so question, Chili, have you ever vaped in the park while the kids are there?
Sure.
What do you mean, like got high?
Yeah.
No, I'm responsible. I get high before.
I've never seen you not.
Well, that's my question. So that's clearly outrageous.
Why is it outrageous if I'm stoned watching a movie on my phone while they're playing in the park? But if I'm high and I'm interacting with them and I'm going down the slides with them, or I'm sitting there watching them like a hawk because I'm stoned and paranoid that a van's going to pull up and steal them, I disagree. I think it makes me hyper aware, hypersensitive. I've left parks with them because I see shit getting a little fucking.
Too weird.
Right, like kids that are being a little too aggressive, and I'm not going to get involved in parenting those fucking kids. Somebody has to. It ain't going to be me. So I'll just go, guys, we're going, and we'll go somewhere else, and I'll buy them something instead. And I'm like, fuck it. We're going to avoid these situations. Because here's the reality. If a kid fucking hurts my kid, or does something to my kid, I'm going to lose it, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a problem. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The perpetrator's not going to have to worry about the cops. They got to worry about you.
I'm talking
No,
about
I
other
watch my-
kids. I'm talking about
Yeah.
other kids. These parents don't want. The parents are on the phone, and the kids, taking. They're fucking running up the slide when other kids are coming down.
Yeah.
They're going down before the kid can get off the slide. Like I got 2 little girls, man. They're
But
not
that's-
fucking boys,
But that's not because the parent's on the phone. That's because that parent's an asshole and a bad parent
That's
raising
right.
a douchebag.
No, that's
He
not
can get
true.
off the
No, no,
phone
no.
right now,
Mark's
and
100%
they don't
right.
step in and
No,
stop anything.
no.
They've always been
Yeah.
on something or somewhere other than being a parent. That is
Yeah.
true.
No,
Yeah,
that's
the kid's a
because they're
douchebag.
Puerto Rican. Stop it.
Well,
That's-
listen,
That's
go
3.
3 for 3 for
Yeah.
black
3 for 3.
God.
Yeah,
Now-
hold on,
now,
Bob. We're not on Kumia. We're on the Miserable Men Show.
Now,
Change gears.
Shuli,
Yeah.
I hopefully you'll agree with this. As a husband and father, as I was at the time, I think you super
Yes, they
watch.
smell good.
Wait a minute. What are you now? I want
Well,
to
now
know
I'm
what
just
you
a
think.
father. I'm not a husband.
But no, you think you're even worse than that. Say it.
I'm a stud.
Lenny's bitch.
Yeah. Lenny's bitch.
For the record,
When
some
you're-
have said he wasn't a husband when he was a husband. So,
Your daddy.
Well, only one person says that.
Man,
go ahead.
when you bring your kids to the park and your wife's off doing whatever, the reason you're watching them is you don't want to have that fucking conversation going home. Go, honey, I lost a kid.
Sure. Or
Yeah.
bro, even if something happens while I'm watching, it's still going to be my
Exactly.
fault.
Oh, it's all
A
your
broken
fault.
arm. You're dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I have to, to my best ability, I guess, hover in a way. You become that helicopter parent.
Yeah.
And that's why
You're
mommy
right.
doesn't want me to take them to the park a lot of the times because
Right. So for me, I don't.
70s parenting was so different.
Well, and
oh my
a good,
god.
a good parent can do it while getting high, can do
Yeah.
it while being high, can
Thank
do
you.
it
Drinking.
while after high. And a
Getting
shitty
blown.
parent, you can take away their phone and chicks in hot pants or their
Yeah.
book, whatever the fuck is distracting them, and they're still shitty parents because they're not interested, they're not there, and they're thinking about something else.
Yeah, 100% right. I
Mhm.
agree. And
So
if you
before
are
we
a good-
legislate ourselves to death about everything you can and can't do, fuck it, do it all, because you sucked as a parent. Before any of these things we're going to outlaw, you already
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Make all the rules you want for parents. I think it's hilarious. That's what you,
Yeah.
that's what you
What do you mean that's what you get? What?
get.
What is it?
It's your choice to be a parent.
That is the greatest choice
But
ever.
why do they have to? Why do we have to be punished for being a parent?
Well, because you get all kinds of benefits for being a parent, so you should
Like
get some
what?
punishments too. Oh my God, you get tax breaks. Did you see that
Because they cost fucking money.
that
Yeah,
stimulus package that fucking Biden passed? He's
At
getting,
the
if
end-
you've got kids, you're getting free money. Like
Brett,
people that are
at the end-
It ain't free.
Brent, at
It
the
ain't,
end
yeah.
of the day,
It ain't.
the tax break you get is nothing compared to what you spend. It's not even close. It's not even a third of what you spend on these kids.
and then on top of that, every rule the government makes is like, what about the children? What about the children? And even though
Well, of
those of
course.
us that are
They're
about the
fucking
children?
Them, they're trafficking them. They want to keep
Yeah.
them alive, dude. There's a whole sex
Trafficking.
thing based on them.
Yeah. What about the
Yeah.
children? I'm making brownies for my son right now. You fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
of course they want it. The children are a future of pedophilia. This is what we're talking about here. Why
give a
would
shit
they
less
fucking
about your future.
interrupt the food source? You know what I mean? They got to keep this chain moving right along.
Although I do have to commend Brent for deciding not to keep the Hatley line going.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Did you get a vasectomy? Are you vasectomized?
no. My wife is going to get her tubes tied, but I'm not getting a vasectomy.
Is that
Oh.
going to be on the OnlyFans? Can we
Is she
watch
on
that?
the, is she on the bill now?
Oh,
The tying of the tubes.
You should
Yeah.
do that on OnlyFans.
So, no, but first of all,
Is fee
long
waiver
long
involved?
story short, I'm not really a Hatley. I'm adopted, so it doesn't matter if I can.
Ah, now we figured it out. Now it all comes down.
I lived with my real mom, but the Hatley name is is
It
adopted.
seems like we all did.
So, how old were you when you found out you were adopted?
38.
my parents got divorced when I was 4. My biological parents, and then my mom got remarried, and they changed my name, and I took Hatley was my stepfather's name.
Okay.
Your real
Not
father
mine.
wasn't named Halford, was he?
It appears that way. And then the name that I told what should have been my birth name, because I did a DNA test. I'm not even related to that family. I'm related to a different family in the Northeast. It's a long story, but it's very Sal-like. Is when you do these DNA tests, you find out things that you didn't really know. Like, so my family lied to me basically my whole life.
Is
That's where
it
it
true?
came from.
Is it true your last name is fucked me wife? Jackie thing because he has fucking he's been adopted. You're so fucking cruel. Who did that?
You.
I didn't do it. I put it up for other things. If somebody had cancer, I said. Not that they fucking got.
Yeah, something light like cancer.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, the fucking guy was adopted. You know how much fucking shit that is to go through in life as the people that are raising the child and the child growing up in that.
Well, I had my
son wishes he knew.
It was my exactly. It was my biological mother, but but it's what I'm saying is 70s parenting. Parents didn't care. Like I was allowed to be out and gone until the street lights came on. As long as you were breathing, you were all right. My parents were like, okay, you're good.
And we had no phones back then, and it was that's how we grew up.
They didn't know where you were for all day long. And these days, you'd get arrested for that as a parent.
Well, hey, technology changes things. So
people in the 80s started becoming helicopter parents. The 70s, it was a more hands-off approach.
yeah, look how well it worked out for you.
It worked out great.
But also back then, there weren't the fucking dangers that there is in.
No, there were. There was just not mass media to report it.
Exactly.
There was plenty of danger.
Yeah, the same people have been around.
You just disappeared and it didn't get in the paper and nobody cared.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think the fact that you could let your kid walk down the street, and we used to take the public buses in LA, go to the mall, and like you couldn't pay me to get on a fucking bus right now as an adult, much less
Shirley's right. Shirley's right.
Thank you.
I just took both sides again.
Flop over there. He's the best.
Look at Mark. There's a dog in a tree. We need you to come and get it. Look at you.
Call his
Work
agent trying
never
to get it out
ends.
of this fucking contract.
Look at this fucking idiot. Yeah, the room's still pink. I'm still look like a faggot on the show. Yeah, can you do anything about it? Yeah, I'm number one of all the faggots that are ever around. Look at me. Yeah, fucking. He looks like a tampon in a period right now. Look at him, fucking jammed right up a cunt. Look at you. Fucking, who's he talking to? God, I fucking hate him.
What are you talking to? That's the better. Talking to Lenny.
He put that red light on purpose because he didn't have that on when we.
No, it was the pink light.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can hear what Lenny's saying. Hold on.
You had a stroke and your name is Leonard.
Oh, okay. You just all right.
But look at him. Look at him lying to somebody.
By the way, the Video Music Awards were on last night. Oh, well, I didn't finish with football, so everybody watch football. How'd your Jets do there, Morse?
They nearly won, so they're now 3-1.
They
nearly won.
It's
That's
bad
such a Jets fan thing to say.
It's bad when preseason stats are going into
They didn't win, baby. No, listen, they have no front line. It was like disaster
on either side of the ball.
Did they not know when the season was starting? Did somebody trick them?
They were only what was it? 4 points. They lost by 4 points. That's good.
They lost to the quarterback that they got rid of. Sam Darnold came back and beat
That's a win. 4 points.
But didn't you notice that the Jets were the only team that played their starters in preseason and still sucked? Come on, man. They're nothing. They're going to be nothing.
We couldn't pass the ball and we couldn't catch the ball, but we compensated by not blocking anybody.
All right, good.
I have to say, I tried watching numerous games Sunday, and I just can't get into it anymore. It's so boring to me now.
It is.
As opposed to soccer, really?
I just want to before we move on to soccer. Before we move on to soccer, I just want to say that my team went out there and whooped that ass yesterday. The New Orleans Saints put it on the fucking Packers yesterday.
Weren't you rooting for Tampa Bay?
I've never been a Bucs fan.
Weren't you celebrating the Super Bowl when they won?
Yeah.
Fuck no. I was in the hot tub when they won the Super Bowl. I was in the hot tub at Secrets with a couple from Philadelphia and fucking pissed off that the Chiefs couldn't beat them. I'm a Saints fan, buddy.
Yeah, but technically, Tom Brady helped you get laid. If you really want to think, if you think about it,
I was in the hot tub with a chick with huge size H titties watching the game. I did not celebrate the Bucks winning the Super Bowl either time. And as a matter of fact, the first time they won the Super Bowl in 2002, I had to go out there and sit in a fucking dunk tank and let people fucking throw shit at me.
First of all, let's go back. Did you say size H?
Yeah, a firefighter from Philadelphia.
She is.
Her
What
Yeah.
is she suffocated with those big fat tits? I mean,
Man.
Put
I
the
mean,
fire out by sitting on it.
The
Yeah,
tits of
how
life
big is
will
this?
get you out of the car.
how
Actually,
big is this fucking animal?
Actually, she was in pretty good shape. Like she was in really good shape. Actually,
Like
she
Lizzo.
had big, huge natural titties. And then when we went back to the room, she put my penis between her titties and jerked them, and I fucking came on her. That was
Is
a
it?
Whoa, whoa,
Nice
I thought you
celebration.
didn't come with other women.
Yeah.
not with sex.
Hold the phone.
Hold on. Izzo, can you find us H titties to look at, please? Non-nude. See, I don't know what
Yeah.
the rule is here or what.
And is it
Natural, too.
Rethink your career choice.
This woman is a big fucking slob, no matter what he
He
says.
wasn't.
At the age.
He actually
you're
wasn't.
fucking lying. You're fucking
I would tell
lying.
you. Why would I lie? I tell you when I fuck big women.
Because you're blind. Look at those glasses.
I'm not looking to attack her. She didn't do anything to us. What I want to find out is what does it cost to get H-sized titties?
What does it cost?
Yeah, like what is
Several
that?
back operations.
And do you go H right at the gate or do
For
you
real.
have-
They weren't fake.
All right, Brent, listen to me.
Uh,
Listen to me.
Here we
You're
go.
the-
Oh,
they-
come
They're
on.
real. They're
Fucking
completely
real
real.
shit.
Oh yeah, how can
That's
you
Stop
real.
it. You're lying.
You know what I'll
You're
do?
lying.
I'll privately, not for the air. I'll get you a picture of her.
Yeah, but
You're
get
lying.
it with the top on so we can put it on here.
Yeah, we'll black out the face.
Yeah, we'll blur out her
Uh,
face.
time-
Let me work. I was
Separation.
texting with her husband this weekend. Let me work on that.
I was texting with her husband this weekend.
And
That's funny.
no gay shit goes on, huh?
But Brent's the same guy that swears
No,
to
here-
me
no,
to
th-
this
it's not-
day. Hold on. Brent's the same guy that swears to me to this day that the Casting Couch porn series is real.
Totally
And
real.
I'm like, Brent, that's illegal. They have to let women know that they are being filmed. And it's like, how is
It's an
every woman
audition.
all of a sudden ready
an
for
audition.
anal? Like, it's like she came to do a photo shoot. It's like, all right, I'll take some lube in my ass. Like you
Listen,
can't do this.
Mark
in
that
any
time,
other,
by the way.
you can't do this in any other industry. You can't go buy a car. Like you can't
It's
go
an audition. You have to audition for porn.
So, like, if I go to a car dealership and I go, I'm thinking of buying this car, but I'd like to take it out. Now, listen, I know it's got an airbag because that's their thing. They go, I'm sure you can have sex, but we're going to need to have sex on film to make sure that, you know, I can send it and they know what you.
You're very familiar with these.
And
things.
it's like, so if I did that at a car dealership, I go, I'm interested in buying this Tesla. I know it's got airbags, but I'm going to need to crash it into the wall at 60 just to make
Exactly.
sure. Like, nobody's going to be like, yeah, that's fine. I'm sure you're
Brent-
good for it.
Brent's
The
right
premise-
about this because I remember in
Wow,
1988 I
there's
blew
this-
Ed McMahon to get on Star Search, so I know it was an audition tape, you know. And it was like,
On his-
oh, oh, oh.
On his nationally syndicated show, The Joke Man.
Yeah. Bob hands Ed McMahon a tape that says, can be cleaned up for TV.
But
2 years he was
Brent's,
waiting by his
Brent's logic with that is sound. Whether or not it's legitimate or not, who knows? But the producer guy says he's going to have to distribute it and broadcast it to show it to other producers. So you've signed a release that says he owns it and he is going to show
But
it.
my point is they know going
Right.
into that they are filming a sex scene. They don't
Yes,
show up
yes.
thinking they're taking portfolio shots and then all of a sudden there's, you know, he's spinning her on his cock like fucking Curly Neal over there.
Yeah.
Here's what goes on, Julie. They come in, they sign a release. These chicks don't really read the release that they're signing, and then this guy talks them into
Oh,
a
so you're
sex scene
calling
on
them
film. You can
stupid?
see it right on film.
So you're
See?
calling these actresses and models stupid? Is that what I'm hearing, Brent?
Exactly.
They can't
They don't.
read.
They can't read. I love
Yeah.
that they can't read.
No, but it's not that they can't read. When's the time that you read terms of service before hitting agree?
When-
I'll
If I
You
was going to
read
get fucked in the
everybody just
ass, I
signs
would
it.
read everything. If I
When
was
you're
gonna
when
get-
you're when you're at the
Every
rental
time.
car and you're in a hurry, they sign you that paper. You just fucking sign it. You don't read it, and you know
But
that.
there's no sex involved. Fucking renting a car.
Listen,
until you blow the guy that hands you the keys.
I'm. What kind of Hertz is this?
It hurts my ass.
I'm Israeli. All right. I'll be the one telling my don't scroll too fast. Let me see the terms of service. You know, I don't leave without clicking on that after I've read it. But
So if you sign up for your phone, Shuli, you read the entire terms of service.
absolutely, they hated me. They're like, "We want to close." I'm like, "Hold on, fuckers. I'm on Article 4 here, paragraph 9." No, listen. There's no way that they don't know that there's sex filming going on
Exactly.
in that day. They just can't. They have laws against revenge porn. If they didn't know, this could all be deemed revenge porn.
But
Contract or not.
revenge porn is you not getting her to sign a release that says you're going to show it.
Correct.
That's very different.
But they know that they're doing it, like we said earlier. They know when they audition that they're going to get fucking slammed. They're walking in there knowing this, and they hope that they can trick feeble-minded people like you guys to think that it was real.
It's real, Bob.
Oh, you see what I mean?
So let's say this is an audition for an acting part, like a legit movie, right? And they come in and they go, well, you know, we need to see you naked. There might be nudity in this scene. So then they you know, they get naked, and then they're like, well, you need to get hard or whatever the fuck, you know? And if they
I'm
say
hard.
yes, and then they release that, does the actor have any recourse? And I mean, if they didn't know this was going to happen and they just went along with it for the part,
Depends on what they signed before they walk in.
because people,
That's
listen,
the
people's
variable.
careers are ending from shit they said 25 years ago, shit they said 15 years ago. Words,
Dude,
words.
there's
not
a woman. There's a woman. She got her dream job at 27, editor of Teen Vogue. Right.
right.
They pulled tweets that she sent out in high school as a 17-year-old and
Exactly.
and fired her
Exactly.
for that.
So,
But however, let me give you an example. Sacha Baron Cohen tricks people into shit all the time.
right.
He doesn't tell them what's going on and tricks them, and it's what they signed that holds up in court.
Yeah. That's different. That's different.
I mean, it's in this day and age, it's the court of public opinion.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have a news reporter in the room. Smoke Donuts. Put that up. I'll read it.
Jesus.
Let me read that one again. What the fuck did he put up there? I guess it's not coming back, but I didn't. Was
I think Izzo quit.
okay.
Oh,
Okay. Smoked donut. Okay. Oh, that's a cool donut. Brent also believes standing against the wall in his underwear while his wife is getting split,
I knew
roasted
fuck
is
Bob.
I knew.
What?
I'd fuck it up.
Yeah.
no split, roasted is swinging. Well, swinging is swinging.
That's
Yeah,
some
it's-
delivery.
Yeah, that's some delivery. So what this guy's trying to say is that I'm just
What?
standing there watching, but there's actual videos of me on OnlyFans having sex with other guys' wives on their
I hope-
OnlyFans.
I hope everybody signed the release.
There you do. There's a 2257 you have to sign in. You have to put your photo ID on file for all that.
Izzo, can you cut out where he said everyone's there watching me bang some guys and just leave it there and cut out the white
No, I
part
said
of the
no, but I do OnlyFans videos with other guys' wives, just like other guys do OnlyFans videos with my wife. That's swinging. But these guys are so feeble-minded, as Bob would say, that they can't wrap their head around it because they're so weak that all they can think about is their wives, if they have one, fucking somebody else.
Oh, hey, thanks for delivering the pizza, dude. Sign this real quick, man.
Now I want to get back to him coming, which he said he never did. Only with,
Of course you do.
Sex. Well, I'm talking about with intercourse, with sex. That wasn't
Of
sex.
course.
That was
What
like
else
a.
are we talking about?
Well,
Well,
Sex.
she jerked me with her titties, which was pretty
That's
hot.
sex, dude.
That's sex.
That's not
How is
sex.
how is that not sex?
It's
Well,
chest sex.
Yeah,
It's
it's chest
sex.
sex.
Yeah.
It's checks.
That almost got Clinton.
But
knocked
actually,
out of
Mike,
office.
actually, Mike, in the last few months, that's kind of changed. There's a couple of women that I can finish with now because I'm comfortable with them and I'm friends with them. So.
Is one of them?
That you can because it's okay with you or okay with your wife?
No, because it's okay with me. I'm the one that could have sex with them. I just couldn't finish. I've got to get. I know this sounds weird. I got to get comfortable with the woman and like her as a person and stuff like that, and then I can get there.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were gay, dude.
Well,
I
she's
actually
got to
get-
be your best friend.
No, not my best friend, but friends.
Back on that.
But friends, like there's a chick on OnlyFans called Brie Love. Like I'm really good friends with her. I've had sex with her a few times, and now I can finish with her because we hang out and we're friends. But
What does she do for a living?
You can listen to a chick's goals and like dreams when she's
I
sitting in front of
yes,
you with
I
kids,
love having
like Triple
conversations. With,
H.
I love having. Well, she's into comic. This chick's into comic books and all kinds of cool shit. But I love having
Yeah,
conversations.
she should be because she's 12.
God, Bob, you're mean.
This is the slippery slope to divorce, my friend.
That's
It's like,
fucking
well, now
gangster,
it's-
man. You want to listen to these chicks bullshit and talk about their dreams and aspirations and shit?
But that's what you
fucking
think.
Gangster.
But Brent, do
That's
you
what you think.
understand
But
that?
that's what you think
Brent.
of women. Like I actually enjoy having conversations with them and hanging out with them. I really do. Like
Brent, you
I'm
want to hear about their dreams, but you took them in the room and crushed them in the other one.
it all. Yeah. Like we hang out, we have fun, we fucking have a conversation, and then we go back and have sex later. I don't know. You know how that's weird.
Yes, you could.
I mean,
Al Qaeda hasn't even thought of this yet. You know what I mean? It's fucking
So-
crazy.
Al
Have you ever-
Kaisenberg.
have you ever heard of the term? I'm friends with their husbands too, but have you ever heard of the term sapiosexual?
What does
Yes,
that cost?
You need to have sex. You need to have feelings in order to have sex.
No, mental stimulation to
Well,
get
feelings,
into
that's
it.
feelings. That's what we
You
call
suck the
feelings.
cum out of their
So
asshole.
feelings and mental stimulation are two different things.
Are you like one of those dudes who's like, I don't like that porn because it doesn't have a plot or something?
No,
Like one
because
of
it doesn't.
those?
No.
Okay,
No, that's
thank
not what I'm
God.
saying.
This
Not what I'm
Ukrainian
saying at all.
orgy is.
I
it does
like
not
hanging
have
out
an
with.
interesting
I like
plot.
hanging out with and hooking up with smart chicks.
You're the
Well,
guy that
everybody does.
You're the one guy.
Not
that
you.
doesn't- No,
Yeah.
Brent's the guy that doesn't mind hearing about the stripper's kid at the strip club.
Oh,
Well,
God.
not about the kid, but I'd rather talk to her about something like other that she's interested in. I don't want to talk about your kids. But
See, here's the thing, right? Like,
Why
for
she
me,
hates her
do you want to have a
daddy?
conversation? Like I was having like last night we were with a couple and I was having a conversation about like the topics that were on Joe Rogan last week.
Okay.
I found that interesting and stimulating, and I like her.
Is
So-
your dick out while this conversation's happening, or is
No,
any
we were at a bar,
titties
so
or-
my dick was not out. But sometimes it's completely nude when these conversations are happening. Yeah,
So
That's
Brent found a
great.
way to bore people who never thought they'd be bored during an orgy.
That's what I'd love.
have conversations during an orgy, dildo.
I would love to see just fucking Brent naked, some chick with fucking H tits pouring out on the bed, and Brent's going, well, you know, this fake news is just tearing us apart as a society.
That's close to that conversation has happened.
Oh my
I mean,
I can hear Brent going, hey, what was the gas prices by you a year ago? Look at him.
Brent found a way to take all the fun out of swinging. It's amazing.
I think the girl's going to
you
go.
guys have the weirdest ideas about women, man.
Yeah, that's us.
But the
It
girl-
is. It really is. It's
Right.
the truth is actually counterintuitive to what you think it is.
Now, Brent, I
Everyone's
thought,
wrong except you, Brent. We all know that.
but I
We-
thought that we discussed that you didn't finish with women and doing these things because you only got like two good ones a night, and you don't want to kind of
Right.
be spent.
Yeah. That's I can finish twice, exactly twice.
Right.
But exactly twice, and then I'm done. I'm 50. What do you want from me?
I'm with that.
I'm out
I'm
of
with
juice.
that.
I'm out of juice at 2 times.
But if it's a real hot chick, but you don't really sapio furniture with her, then you can't finish with her.
I'm not even fucking her to begin with.
Wow, deal
At an
is- it's
orgy?
a deal breaker.
No. Everything's not an orgy. A lot of it is my wife and another couple swap. So it's
Right.
almost like you go like last night. It's almost like you go on a date with a couple, and if things work out, then you go have sex.
Oh,
If
yeah,
the chick
I
is an
had those all the
asshole,
time.
I'm not fucking her that.
Is it
But
like-
so is there some dude in the next room banging my wife, and I get the chick that wants to chat? I got to chat.
No, Are you following the dude's story? You meet at a bar. You just like you would a normal, like a one-on-one date. A couple meets another couple at a bar. You hang out. If we all like each other, then we all go have sex in the same room, not in different rooms.
Right.
In the same room.
Right. So you're stuck
But
with the
if
chatty
everybody
one
doesn't-
in the same room.
Wait. So you're saying that swingers are pretty cheap?
No,
They'll
why
only
do you
get
need
one
another
room.
The whole point is seeing the person
that's
doing
the-
it in front
Correct.
of you.
Correct. That's the whole point of being in the swinging lifestyles. Everybody likes all couples in the lifestyle like to watch each other. That's
But why
the point
can't
of
you
the whole
just
deal.
fuck somebody else and not be in the same room? Wouldn't that be a normal?
Because you can't see what's
swinger?
going on with your wife.
Well, why do you want to see your wife get slammed? I don't get that fucking point.
That's my kink. Fucking stop the kink shaming.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're
what turns you on.
you're a cock.
That's no, that's not everybody. Every couple in the lifestyle, the men and women like watching each other. That's what full swap is. That's why you do it.
I would like to interrupt. I actually found some audio of
Okay.
this is right after Brent has this conversation and then starts having sex with the woman. Yes.
Here it is.
It's an exclusive here
Yeah.
on Miserable Man.
I didn't even have. She didn't sign the rights for that either.
Oddly enough, and you can of course make fun of me. I do like having
fucking job.
before all of this. Before everything gets going, I like having conversations with the woman, having a drink with her, and getting to know her.
I mean,
Whatever.
so
That's
there's,
my
like-
thing.
So when you guys are at a party or something like that, and like I'm actually like interested in how this works out. So you guys are never in different rooms. Everybody's in the same room. Part of your thing is you like
My
to
wife
watch
and I
like
have
it.
never been in different rooms.
All right. I
But
see.
some couples do. Most do not. Most are in the same room together because the kink is our kink is we like watching each other.
Wait, you like watching your wife get banged? That's what you're saying.
I do, and she likes watching me fuck another chick at the same time. That's our kink.
And the couples
She's
that do it
competitive,
in
and
other,
she knows she wins that battle.
but the ones that do it in another room, they then usually when they get back home, they start sharing stories about what they were doing, like
While
and
they're
that's
having
usually their-
sex.
right, that's their route.
thing is to tell each other the details while they're having sex. So, and that's the thing is people can judge us, and it's really weird.
Oh no, we will.
We read this article in Psychology Today. It's like swingers, we don't judge monogamous people at all, but for some weird reason, monogamous people judge us, and monogamous people cheat. Swingers really don't. So it's a weird thing that how we get judged for our lifestyle, especially in it's odd. It's like the liberals judge us way more than the conservatives, which you think would be the opposite.
But technically, like you're saying you guys don't cheat because you're both in the same room, but technically you are cheating. If you
No, it's
are
not
in a-
cheating. No, it's not cheating. It's ethical non-monogamy. So you're cheating
Call it
with
what you want, but it's still
Cheating.
cheating.
No, it's not
legally-
cheating. Cheating is lying to your spouse. That's cheating. We're
No,
not
To
lying.
your spouse, no, lying to your spouse is lying to your spouse.
We're
Shout
not.
out, shout
no.
out
Yeah.
to ENM.
You're confusing cheating with non-monogamy. There's two different things.
You're having sex with someone other than your wife. That's cheating.
That's not
She can
cheating.
know about it. She can be happy with it. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who let their spouse go out.
non-monogamy.
They don't want to.
Fuck,
And
But that's an open relationship, and that's not cheating either. When you're not lying, that's not cheating. That's ethical non-monogamy.
I
There's a
called
lot
dibs
of-
on the screen name ethical non-monogamy. I'm not even
Right,
sure
yeah.
where I'm using it yet, but I
I-
called
Yeah.
dibs on it. You hear me,
I-
Martin?
It's ENM. It's our pussy. ENM.
So Mike, let me ask you a serious question.
ENM, and
that's my
life. It's ENM. Wow, you fucked my wife.
ENM, you're on the air.
So Mike, serious question. Since you're the most skeptical, serious question.
I'm not-
What is more morally ethical in your mind? Morally ethical, all right? A single guy who's having sex with a lot of different chicks, but not telling any one of them
Mhm.
that's what they're doing.
They're a whore.
Or
What the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with whores. So what? Whores make the world go around. You know what I mean? Those are the ones you bang right off the bat.
I'm not
Hey,
talking about-
how you doing? I can buy you a pack of cigarettes. Boom! You're fucking in there. They're whores.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about guys that date multiple chicks that think that they're exclusive with that guy, which goes on a lot.
All right.
What's more ethical, that or swingers who are upfront about what they're doing with their partner?
They're both exactly the same.
They're not. They are
Well,
absolutely
You're
not.
wrong. You're
Mike,
absolutely
tell
wrong.
You're not.
You're right, you're right.
So one is not being upfront and honest with their sexual partner, and what others are. That's the same
Yeah, but
thing.
You're not completely upfront. Everybody lies about the relationships they're having and about the thoughts they're having. You
Yes.
are not 100% honest with her. If you say you are, you're full of shit.
For-
You're not honest with us. I know a lot of the shit you said isn't. You think it's true, maybe, but it's not true. It's
How
okay.
would you know?
That's your pathology.
Let Mike tell you, he's
What-
right.
How would you have no proof of that? So that you're just making that up.
I'm not making that up.
My wife knows every
You can
thought.
never be wrong. Throughout this entire series, thank you, Shuli. Look, he's happy now.
Little secret: E&M's real name is Norman Mathers.
You have to come out on top of everything. So that's okay. That's your pathology. That's the way you think.
That's
And
your
okay.
pathology.
People accepted it.
That's your
I'm so
pathology.
depressed.
Okay,
It
thanks,
is.
Doc.
No, he's right. Mike, tell him.
Thanks, Bob. But anyway, everybody keeps secrets from their spouse or their girlfriend or the boy, whoever. And
I actually do not.
Yes, you do.
Bob,
I
can you
don't.
say ethical non-monogamy?
Ethical non-monogamy.
I'm putting a jellyfish on your wife's face. I'm getting paid for it. Whoa!
Like the thing is when you do psychedelics, when you do mushrooms, you can't keep secrets in your head from your spouse. And when you do that together, you would have a fucking bad trip if you had any secrets or anything bad going on in your head. when you do
He's
shrooms.
right about that because there's been stories of guys who've taken acid and then just cut their wife's head off. So they're not hiding anything. They're letting it all out.
I promise you cannot believe me all you want with no proof. But I tell my wife absolutely everything in my head. I tell her when I jerk off. I tell her everything. Every sexual thought I have in my head, she knows it.
Did you tell her the guy you came on?
Well, if I did, I would.
I even
You
tell him,
would?
I say, I'm going deep. I tell him I'm going deep. I'm not fucking doing this half-ass. I'm going whole ass on them.
Whole ass.
Call ass. Call ass. So I love the way that you think that that's not cheating. I love it. I mean, I love it. Look, if you both believe it, I'm like, fucking man.
Well,
Somebody drank the fucking.
But again, why judge us for a relationship that we're happy in?
Yeah.
I'm not judging you.
It's not that
Oh my God,
we want
please.
you to stop.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's wrong or right for you, or that we want you to stop. We're just pointing out that it's not a norm, and a lot of the stuff you're thinking is probably a little skewed.
Yeah.
It's a little skewed, but the sexual mores in this country were set up and are what you think is a norm by the Catholic Church. And how wrong have they been about everything sexual since they're
The most- can I
raping
just-
children?
With H
Can I
tits,
just
you have to
tell you-
listen to this before you can jerk off on it.
The Morris did so much fucking right back in the day.
Yeah, right.
Morris. Mark saw that fucking coming a while.
My name is ethical non-monogamy.
Cheating is going behind your wife's back.
No,
You're
no.
having sex with other people. It's two different things.
Brent,
Like, how is
I
this
see
hard?
you.
How can you not
I
hold
see
two thoughts
you.
in your head at the same time?
Yeah,
You
You're
looked
wrong.
over.
Why?
He
What are
looked
you talking
over for
about?
direction from her. Did you see he looked over to her for direction because he was off the thing, and
Maybe
she's
he's
saying, "No,
lost.
you say this." You see?
You're saying his wife is telling him what to say right now. That's what
Exactly,
you-
because he was looking over all confused because he said something wrong, and I know I'm not the only one that caught that right there. He
Is
was
that-
getting info from the other side
Let
of the
me
room.
find out. Brent, is your wife holding cue cards in front of you right now?
Just now, when she came in here
Yeah.
just now and passed me a note for that one. Yes, Bob is
All
right.
right, there we go.
Oh, see, I'm not a fucking stupid man like some.
No, you
Hey,
are, but you got
Let's
one
not go
right.
that far.
Not like somebody say I'm smart and I want respect.
That was really the worst rendition of that scene I've ever heard. I'm not I'm not a stupid man like say some say.
But I love that you can say what cheating is like. Okay, because what you believe in, you say, okay, we can do this, but you can't because we told each other it's okay.
I didn't
That's
say that you
wrong.
can't.
What?
I can't say that you can't tell your wife what you're
He
doing.
didn't say that.
He said about cheating. I can't cheat. If I cheat, it's wrong because we cheat.
Not
but
unless
he
you
doesn't
if you
cheat.
told your wife you're doing it, it's not.
Honey,
even know what
I'm
you
cheating.
just said, Bob. I don't know what you just said.
I don't even know. Truthfully.
Yeah, it came out like this. That's what it sounded like to me.
So far for Mike for next week, his parodies are going to be, my name is Student, my name is Student, my name is Ethical Non-Monogamy. Then he's got, it's E&M, it's E&M, it's E&M.
Oh my goodness.
You
Then we've
see
got
how
the
you dig?
AC/DC.
But he digs that hole for himself. We don't do anything. We just say, "What do you think, Brent?" And he just digs his own hole every week with this.
Yeah, yes. In this country, God forbid somebody have a different opinion than mainstream society.
Yeah, and God forbid that ours can be just as right as yours.
Yeah. How about that, Jesus?
Well, their opinions. Who's to say what's
Right.
right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what
fucking
opinion means,
opinions.
Mike.
Nobody's right. You
But
know?
I'm saying
Brent
that we
lives
can
his
bring
truth,
on-
man. You got to respect that. Brent
Yeah.
lives his truth. Fuck that.
Absolutely.
Good
No,
for him.
And yeah, I mean, whatever's good
Stand
for you.
tall. Be proud. You know, live your
Whatever's good for you.
truth, man.
Be
Here's the
brave.
thing. I make no judgments about how everybody else lives their life,
Sure.
but people tend to make a whole fuckload of judgments
yeah.
about mine.
Well, you know why, man?
let's roll.
Because it's it's different, right? It's so different.
Never forget.
At the end of the day, it's almost like a hater where they're more intrigued by it and want to know about it, but don't want to say that. They're almost like they're a fan when they talk shit. They listen to everything you do, every show you're on. They're a fan, but they don't want to admit it. So I think there's a little bit of that in there where it's like they want to
So you're
ask
saying
questions.
Mike's
They
his
want to
fan?
know about the lifestyle and all the shit because
Mike
they
Boy.
can't wrap their mind around. I love watching war
Mike.
movies, right? Because as I know me, I know I'm not charging out of a foxhole to fucking fight anybody. I don't have that in me. I enjoy watching other people do it and living vicariously through them. But I'm not going to let them fuck my wife at any point.
Yeah, no, that's not right to do that. What?
All right,
Okay,
let's,
what?
Hold
all
on,
right.
hold on.
No,
We got
this
to
has
do
to be
news.
true.
Is this a news story? This is news.
Yeah,
Take
of
your
course.
cock out, sir.
Of course. Can't you tell? It's your news thing.
I threw up liquor and just bacon.
Let me get my glasses.
So depressed.
Okay.
Cocksucker, chew. Fuck.
Doi.
I'm a fucking idiot. I can jerk off to that. It sounds good on paper.
What's the matter?
I can't do 2 shows anymore.
Yeah, do it. Okay.
It's either gay or chick. My dick has a hat on backwards.
Kill me.
I'll get the load to the face.
And now, here's the news with our lead anchor.
This is the Reverend Bob Lever. You want more to Rev? Come and get it.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you, Bob. Take it away, buddy.
So you guys enjoy the weather we're having next 2 days. Physical Central.
What?
I'm reading the top.
What?
You think?
Okay.
Physical Central.
Physical Central.
Oh wow, that's not even physical. Psych Central. Psych Central.
I can't breathe.
Physical Central. What?
Surely you missed it. He said Pafike Central.
I did that. Honey, I need a little more of this.
Oh my
It's gonna be a long read, honey. I need a little more.
Take it from
This
the
is going
top.
to be ethical non-literacy any second. Here it comes.
Wait a minute, you just said okay. What ethical? All right, I would have no idea what that word was.
He can give you all three. You ain't gonna get it.
All right, what ethical non-monogamy is a infant?
Oh my
Isn't
God.
it monogamy? Monogamy? Or monogahim?
Monogamy.
Or mahogamy? Or mahogahim?
Monogamy?
Monoga you.
freak out the honey, I
Oh
need
my
some more
God.
brownies and
Yeah.
booze. Houston has landed.
Another problem.
Okay. Ethical non-monogamy, monogamy.
Polo ponies.
Monogamy. Polyamory. And open relationships are gaining in popularity, but what exactly are they and how do they practice them?
Great question, Bob.
Yes. It's getting smaller. Come on, dude. Okay.
So depressed.
Ethic non-monogamy, also known as conjugal non-mahogany. Wait.
Non-mahogany.
All right. Consensual non-monogamy is a
non-mahogany.
Building
We
show?
got 2 chairs left.
This is the property
Is
brothers.
a relationship style that's been in the spotlight lately. There are many ways to practice ethical non-monogamy. Ethical non-monogamy. For some, that might look like polyamory.
Very good.
Open relationships or casual dining.
Casual dining, yes, exactly.
Ethical non-monogamy involves sexual and/or romantic relationships between multiple people. The ethical distinguishes multiple people. The ethical distinguish it from it's from infidelity. Okay,
nice recovery, Bob.
Or coerced relationship. Ethical non-monogamy emphasizes that everybody informed consent if needed. In other words, all parties know about another and consent to it.
What are
Correct.
the
Correct.
other
And which is
words will
different
just-
from infidelity. Mike may disagree with it, but that's what
Anybody who wants to practice ethical known as ethical what? Where am I? Oh, ethical monogamy can do so. So before you take the plunge, it's a good idea to learn about a lot of terminologies that you should not be aware of. And there are so many things to consider before committing to this relationship style. Thank you, Julie.
Wow,
Holy
fantastic.
shit! I can't take it anymore.
Holy smokes.
That was just the preamble of the article.
But I think that it says that Mike was right.
No, it says Brett. It says I was right. Thanks.
My Gogany.
Well, Sean Ferguson, who wrote the article, said you're right, but she's a girl from South Africa.
But again, whatever works for you.
All right, yeah, I agree.
Whatever works for you, fine. I make no judgments. Fine. You have a kid. You're a single parent. Good for you. You're probably a pretty good guy and a good dad, and you
Probably.
all that stuff.
No,
I'm sure you are. But
You
that's
are
not
wrong about the good guy part, but
Probably
but
is
it's
like
not for me. That's not for
60%.
me. But that's not my judgment to make. But the
Mike
way
is
you
such
live
a
your
good
life.
guy that when Bob said non-mahogany, Mike broke into the theme of mahogany. He was singing that underneath it all. That's kind of good guy he is.
I didn't hear that. Do it.
do you know where you're going to?
It's just I find it weird the way the people
Where are you going to?
Go ahead, Brent. Go ahead. Yeah. Come on.
I'm gonna go ahead and listen to Anne Margaret here.
So listen, no, and the same for you, Brent. You seem like a good guy, and you do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. I'm pointing out things that you might not see because you're in the lifestyle, and you've never seen it from a different way. You can't.
But no, that's not true though. How can you say I've never seen it from a different way? I was with my wife 6 years before we got into it. I've absolutely seen it from a different way. I was married for 10 years before that. I've
I got a
absolutely
question.
seen it from a different way, and I like it better this way.
How do you
and
get
this
into
works
that
better for me
conversation?
as a person. I mean,
Yeah, but
what's
okay.
wrong with that?
Raise your hand,
There's
Bob.
nothing
I am. I'm fucking raising this motherfucker. Now,
fucking
how
idiot.
did this conversation come after 6 years? All of a sudden at the dinner table, going, "Hey," you know what I mean? I want to fucking get banged by another a guy or with a girl, whatever she wants. You know?
I mean,
How does that come up?
do you want a real answer or a joke?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course we want real. We're fucking real fucking show. Fuck.
So we when we lived in Jersey City, there very near Mark, we used to go for walks every Friday night and talk about everything in our relationship. And one night we started we smoked a joint and we're drinking some beers and we started talking to each other about our sexual fantasies, and we learned that we both had the exact same sexual fantasy about the other one. We both were into watching each other. My wife was like, I really want to see you with another chick. She's like, sometimes when I orgasm, I think about you having sex with another chick. And I was like, well, oddly enough, same thing. I think about you having sex with another guy. So she said, do you want to give it a try? So I said yes. And then she agreed that, hey, let's talk about it on the Stern Show. Let's bring people along on this journey. So Shuli can ruin the whole thing. But
which he did.
But that's how we started it, and we started very slow, and we worked up to the place where we are today, and we figured out what we like and what we don't like. And it is. I'm just telling you, I've never been happier and healthier in a marriage or a relationship.
And
it works great for me.
I want to say that that's a very adult conversation about the topic that you guys had, and it's done the right way. What I think some people are baffled by when it comes to you is that you seem surprised that people are not just like A-okay with this. Like, people should have questions. They should. Not everybody's made up for this. Like if I go out if I'm dating my wife before she's my wife, and we're dating for 5-6 years, and then I ask her one night, by the way, taking your time with the sexual fantasy question 6 years in, I want to know what the hell I'm up against.
Well, listen, I haven't always been a great communicator in relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we know that.
I dig it. Yeah.
I am now, Mr. Divorce.
but what I'm saying is, if I say, well, first you got to let her go first, because you can't be like, I want to fuck somebody else, right?
Oh yeah. That was she absolutely went first.
Right.
It's so true.
So you let her go first. She goes, I would love to see you have sex with other people, and then you go, yeah, me too. But then isn't there a party that's like our fantasies? We're both two people who don't want to kind of fuck each other.
Yeah.
But no, no.
You're being a child, Bob. You're being a child. Stop it.
But that's not how it is. It's not. It's not.
But he did it.
You're being a child. No, he did it.
He's such an idiot. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
Can we put Bob on timeout, please?
Everybody has, and you guys, to quote Mike Morris, if you say this isn't true, you're full of shit. Everybody has the go-to thing in your head when you need to finish, when you're having sex.
Oh, so you know what we think, but we don't know what you think.
No, I don't know what you think. I'm saying you have something. You have something.
Listen, no, not at all.
You don't go to anything when you need to finish.
Well, now I do. But
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for proving my point.
But not when I was married.
But
What
what
do
I'm
you mean?
I didn't need to
Hold
think of other things.
Hold on. When you're having sex, you have to think about something to finish. Like
a lot of times,
finish, you can't finish being in the moment and having sex.
Not always. But I'd say, you know what? 95% of the time, no. If I'm being honest.
Wow. That's
I've been way overstimulated in my life. I really have. I'll readily admit this. I've been way over. I started in rock radio in 1993, and I was in rock and rock shock radio since then. And I was a Marine before that. There was a lot of getting pussy in those.
Opti knows me. Opti knows me for years. He knows my go-to finish is usually a vagina, and it
I know everybody can say that, but we all have sick, dirty thoughts in our heads. We're guys. But
sure,
I'm just saying.
So I guess so. What you're saying is, so if this was a normal monogamous, monogamous,
which it was for 6 years.
And
whoa! It was for 6 years. So yeah, but no. Well, let's not pass over that.
I'm not. I want to ask: did you finish in the 6-year relationship without a problem?
Yes, for the first 3-4 years, but maybe 3 years. But once we had, because we have sex all the time, and it takes me a long time to finish. So I have thoughts that I go to when I need to finish.
And what's his name?
What? But I mean, like, listen, what Brent is saying. What Brent is saying
So
is,
misogynist.
It really is. I'm disgusted by you.
You guys hate women.
He's the one that brought it up, not you.
Stop it, you assholes.
You guys should honor women, not hate them. All right.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with women liking
Hey,
sex?
I'd like
by
to
the
be
way? Like,
on
what are
a
you, the
woman.
Puritans?
You should honor your wife. Honor your wife. Don't pass her around.
Okay, preacher.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Put
It's
on a
like
T-shirt, Bob.
You're on your fourth wife. Relax.
it doesn't matter. I'm on my last one.
It's, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Bob
like J.
Fosse.
Howard Marshall, fucking 99 years old, and burying another woman.
Let me tell you something. You're one blue cheese bit return away from the fifth wife. Okay.
Exactly.
If for
I don't
some
need to
reason
do
the pendulum of cancellation swings the opposite way, and the blue cheese bit becomes fucking the 7 dirty words of comedy,
It will
you're
be.
on wife number 5. You're done.
I will bring it back, but she's part of the show. She
She'd be
knows
okay.
that I.
She'd
Yeah,
be okay
would
with
be.
it if you did that.
She would
You
be
brought
okay
You
with
brought
me.
a chick on stage who pulled the pants down, and you went straight in.
Hey, listen to me.
fucking
Under
clown
asshole.
to the tower.
I told her I'm coming back as big as ever, and I said whatever people want, I will do. I will not back down. Since she said you go up there and eat that girl's ass if you have to.
So you know that's swinging what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
No, that's winning.
No,
Soft swinging.
that's swinging. Soft swinging.
That's not soft swinging. That's something I
Sure.
did. It's a bit. It's a classic bit. It's like a Who's on First
No,
thing
he's-
to Abbott and
he's-
He's
Costello.
eating blue cheese. It's actually edible non-monogamy.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Isn't it condiment?
And you admitted that you put your tongue on the girl's bunghole. So
Yeah, I
It
just
is-
got to make sure it's a little lit. You know, it's like putting your tongue in a car lighter. You know, you get that little red going, and you know it's
Sure.
fucking yeah.
when you did
sounds
that bit, when you did that bit, did you ever get shit on your tongue?
It was all that blue cheese. Hard to
Look,
tell.
when you're a professional, you don't go into those kind of thinking.
Let me tell you
you
something.
know?
There was a chick with mud flaps hanging down. Her lips were so long. He didn't see him. He went right in. Like he's a true
Yeah.
professional. He doesn't analyze anything. I pour,
Yeah.
and as I'm pouring, I see this catastrophe, and I don't say anything to him. He goes in. He eats it out.
Yeah.
He spits it in the air, and then I just I elbow him.
It
And
pointed.
I point to her vagina, and he looked at it, and I will never forget. He just turned. There was a backdrop behind us, and he vomited all over the backdrop. He saw her pussy and threw up on stage, and then still grabbed the mic and goes, "You guys have been great. Good night." And walks off stage.
That's
That's
profession.
awesome.
It looked like a huge butterfly was flying out of her cunt.
really
I've
did.
never
Was it-
seen anything like that.
Was it like the
looked like
long brown like elephant ears?
Yeah,
no,
dude.
it had
Yeah.
like everything. It was like somebody fucking just started
It's like-
slapping it for 4
Davy
days.
Jones's locker.
Yeah, and
Years ago, I had a long-term relationship with a woman that had an Audi.
dude, this didn't look like an ad. This looked like the Predator when you took its mask off and it was dying of AIDS. It was
It looked like a catches mitt from 1918.
Honus
Okay.
Wagner special. yeah.
like
but
Mike's
it's-
doing. That's what it looked like. It was this.
And
It
did
was
your
a-
tongue, in fact, touch her asshole on that one?
Oh,
Of course
he
it
went
did,
in,
but-
dude, he goes in. He's not.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not. He's
Yeah,
not
it's like- it's like-
jogging around the block, dude. He. The look. Anyone who's ever been at a live show can tell you
Exactly.
the look on the woman's face. There's no. It ain't a working punch. It's a shoot punch, Brent.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Tongue dart.
shoot tongue dart, man. No doubt about
There's
it.
no, it's no work/rib. It's a
No, it's like you can't do that. It's like man, this
You
ain't
can't
like
fake
wrestling. This
Right.
ain't wrestling, dude. This is ass eating.
I'd watch him put his arm around her waist from the front and lock
The
her
lock.
in like a roller
so she couldn't
coaster.
run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't move forward. I pull them back, so
Yeah.
they land on my tongue. So it's basically Levy commits.
It's-
I
You
go,
know what? I give you nothing but credit for that.
no.
Nothing but credit. That's a fucking.
I'm a
great
legend, motherfucker. I'm bigger than
That
Elvis.
sums you up perfectly. Whatever Bob does, he goes in deep.
I do. That's one thing I am. I'm not a fucking. I don't like a little taste of it. I like everything.
Speaking of deep, I hear him in the background.
What?
Clearing his throat, waiting to get on.
What is that? Oh, that's not the guy that fucking Mike hates, right? Is it?
Let's see here. Lenny.
Oh, Lenny.
Yeah.
You got. He has a theme song. You might want to play that. Play it in.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get
I
it
love
here.
Lenny. I don't believe Mike don't like him. I love him.
It's my best.
Is his theme song Creep? Because it
Here you
should
go.
I be smoking. That's what I be doing. I be smoking. I be smoking. That's what I be doing. I be smoking.
That sounds the best.
Smoking, 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 smoking.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny from Long Island joining the Miserable Men Show yet again. Right off the bat, my lost interest has a question. Lenny, would you eat blue cheese out of a girl's ass?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because of the girl's ass.
Well, I was going to say, what's gross about it? The blue cheese or the girl's ass?
What about guys?
Either one. Why would you
All right.
want to?
All right. Would you
Why
do
w-
that for a woman in a sexual way? Not on stage, just to pleasure her.
It's, the whole idea, the entire idea is revolting.
Oh, it's a thing.
Unsanitary on so many levels.
Would you do it for a paycheck and a fifth of Absolute vodka? Because I knew a guy who did that for those two things all over the country.
No.
Technically, Lenny also practicing ethical non-monogamy.
That is true. How's feeling doing the ENM over there?
It doesn't feel like anything has changed. What are you talking about?
Do you
Nothing's
think
changed.
if you were in a relationship, do you think you could do the swinging lifestyle?
Because you got a lot of time to make up. I mean, you might want to consider it.
Wait, maybe.
Lenny's more open-minded than Mike. Amazing.
I just know his criteria for what he's even interested. It would be like talk about those auditions. Yeah, you have to audition women to swing with.
Now, Lenny would be a horrible swinger because Brent is a fan of the female form in a lot of variations. Right. Lenny's got standards that are like way too high.
Right.
And also, let's say you find a chick. Now you're going to be okay with sharing her with other people. I don't see that being okay with you.
I don't even see Lenny sharing a pizza with anybody.
He's a generous guy. He's a good dude, but
No, I know.
I don't think he's on that level.
He's having a hard enough time sharing her with the 6 other dwarves.
Let's find
damn
out.
it! What the
God
fuck
damn it,
is the matter
Mark.
with you?
What the hell's wrong with you? Go
You
ahead,
know,
Lenny. Sorry.
We're not gonna go. We're not gonna look. We're not like you and fucking Mike. We're not going against Lenny. I like Lenny. Brent likes Lenny. Shuli likes Lenny. You
I
two
love
better
Lenny. I don't
change
like
your.
him. I love him.
Change your mind, you fucking two assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
go
two
ahead,
old
Lenny.
guys in the balcony at the Muppets, the
They
haters.
really are.
They don't
really
like
are.
Lenny.
If they had sex with each other, that's true. All right, let's go, Lenny.
Like the Property
Go
Brothers.
ahead. What do you want to say? Well said. Listen, Strokey the dwarf.
So
That
let's
is-
yeah, that's accurate. Let's unpeel this a little bit here. So, there's a lot already that has happened. So you find a woman, which is against all odds, frankly, and
Not impossible.
No, Phil Collins would even say that.
And to wait for you is all I can do.
I guarantee you, I could get Neil Strauss to work with Lenny and get him a girlfriend.
First of all,
No, you can't.
why punish Neil?
I could.
Number one. Number two, Lenny,
Why
can you
punish a
give us a
woman?
little of Against All Odds by Phil Collins? Go ahead.
Yeah.
right. And
No,
instead of
no,
that guy,
no.
you might want to get
Not a good- no,
David
no, not a
Copperfield.
good
Would probably be a
evening
better
for,
choice.
Not a good
Not a
what?
good evening for vocalizing. The pills have kicked in, and not only do I have a sore throat, but I'm nauseous.
Oh,
I'm just-
will you
Think how
throw
we
up
feel.
on camera? Can you
Yeah,
get us?
that'd be great.
Can you
Yeah.
throw up on the show for us?
Yeah, no, we're trying to avoid that.
All right, do us a favor. Go in front of a mirror. Do it.
Yeah. Listen, if you feel something coming, something coming out. Oh no!
Does seeing somebody else throw up make you throw up, Lenny?
What about somebody picking their nose? I know that bugs leaving.
I'll make myself puke if it'll make you puke.
Would that help?
We don't need to puke on camera. No, we don't need to puke.
Look at Mike. He wraps his garbage bags like an old lady.
Oh no, Mike's doing it. Oh no.
Here, Lenny.
Oh no.
Lenny.
Oh no.
Oh, no, you're not going to throw up.
Oh no, he's about to throw
Lenny. Lenny. Oh.
He looks like an experienced bulimic.
I was expecting Bob to throw up, actually.
Bob's all grown up.
It's the old me.
If you feel a good booger in your nose, pull it out and then just hold it to the camera. Bob will puke. He can't resist. He's
no,
going,
stop it. Stop. Don't do that shit. No, really. I mean, Mike, what the fuck's the matter with you? That's not even, that's real deep. That's real fucking deep.
Holy shit. He's 11 knuckles in.
What the fuck's the matter with you?
It's like a crab knuckle.
It's not bad, dude.
He's like a
Lenny,
king crab.
I'm checking if I got one. Anybody got a good booger on him?
I don't even have one.
I just hurt myself. All right. This is a dumb bit.
Hey, Brent, pull out the guy's cum from last Tuesday.
Bob, you are fixated on gay stuff. I promise you, you're at least bi. You are at least bi.
There's no way.
Nobody comes up with gay stuff more than you. Like somebody that's that focused on gay stuff usually turns out that they're at least bi.
Yeah, you want to take up the ass and you want it to sound like this. Yeah, dude. You're gay, dude.
It's like Ted Haggard, that guy that ran that 30,000 member mega church, who was the biggest anti-gay guy in the country. Ends up he's doing meth with gay hookers in Denver in hotel rooms.
We interviewed him.
Never heard the story.
We interviewed him on the Jay Thomas show, and this was back when Ira the Weatherman used to do the show with us. And I wrote him a line to say, "Is it true that you're into anal?" And Ira, in typical Ira fashion, grabs it and goes, "Ted, is it true you're into anal?"
It's
killed even harder.
Like Dr. Laura, she was like America's moral compass, and then it turns out that she's cheating on her husband with the station general manager, taking nude pictures on the hood of his Jaguar. Like,
hey, that happens. That happens in life.
If somebody is so fixated on something, they are usually that.
Yeah, Bob. Or should I
Let me
call
tell you something.
Brad or Lance?
No, you're not going to call me.
How many
Lance.
gay glory holes have you been to?
I've never been to any. I don't even know what they would look like. You know what I mean?
But, yeah, sure, buddy.
Lenny's hoping for an address. Listen, Lenny.
Bob, you're on the spot.
I've never been. What?
Listen to me.
Okay.
How close has another man's penis come to you?
I would say about 4 feet. 4 feet.
That is just wrong.
4 feet.
Closer than many would think. I guess.
4 feet. That's too close, some would say.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? It's as far away as you can be in a situation.
Yeah, because you'd be too tempted if they were close, right?
No, I wouldn't. It's not we laugh. It's like, hey, look,
Temptation Island was originally a show where just Bob sits in a chair and a bunch of dudes with their dicks out walk by.
It was Bob and Chippendales.
It was called Staten Island.
Yeah, it's Bob in Staten Island around a bunch of Italian dudes shirtless.
Stag Island.
Stag Island. So, all right, back to Lenny. So you'd be okay with sharing her, this
That's interesting.
woman that doesn't exist yet, but yeah, you're good with that.
We need to get him swinging.
Well, it's because there's going to be other. It's because there's going to be other dick in the room, and that's what he's really interested in. That's
Lenny,
why I another woman.
Would you go to Brent Island?
No, that sounds a little too hardcore. No, I probably would.
But Lenny, everybody would be nice to you. They wouldn't treat you like Mike and Mark do. Everybody would be nice to you.
Wait till you actually meet him.
Well, let me ask Lenny this. Now, Lenny, is there, like, I would say I'm 100% hetero, right?
You would.
I would. My wife would say otherwise. But What would you rate yourself percentage wise? Is there any part that's bi, or are you 100% hetero? Not you, Bob.
Oh,
Esau's just amazing today.
he is fucking. I love him.
You know, Dr. Kinsey had a scale 1 to 6, and he said that people that are exclusively straight are a 1, exclusively gay are a 6, and lots of people, most fall somewhere in between. So where would you fall? A 2, 3, 4, 5?
Let me ask Dr. Creepy, what's your scale?
Yeah. What's your scale, Brad?
I like me.
There's a tell.
I'm 100% straight. I mean, I am. I'm not, it's Bob. I'm not homophobic. I'm not freaked out by being around with other guys because I'm comfortable in my sexuality.
We noticed that. Okay, we know that. Brother.
But heterosexual sex is a man and a woman having sex. Just so you know, in case you missed biology class.
Yeah, dude. If you haven't tasted a dude's dick, you're gay. You're homophobic.
Yeah.
How can you say you don't like it if you've never tried it?
That's right. That's what I tell my kids all the time.
Hey, this ain't. We're not talking about broccoli, fucking Brent. We're talking about cock. There's a difference between.
I know what's on your brain. Cock is on your brain. I know. You've made that clear.
Oh, have you melted cheese on a cock before? It's delicious. How dare you?
With extra butter.
All right, what are you at, Lenny? On a 1 to 6, what are you on?
1 to 6.
Show me a
I think
cock.
it's 1 to 10.
No, it's 1 to 6. The Kinsey scale is 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
I've never envisioned or pictured myself being sexually gratified with another guy in the room. Does that help?
That's not true, because you were going to torture Mike Moore sexually.
You had a lot of gay thoughts about Mike.
Yeah, you were
at least a 2.
You were very explicit to what you were going to do to me.
Oh, you had a plan, my friend. You had a plan.
A lot of sodomizing going on.
It didn't say anything about sexual gratification.
Listen, and
That was
nobody
torture.
said it.
Isn't
And nobody said it had to be happy. This ain't Disneyland. You know, you got to do what you got to do, pal.
Yeah, you're a sadist. No problem.
How about an angry ending?
Yeah, well, if you wanted to torture me, you can stick a broom in my ass. You specifically wanted to stick your dick in my ass, so that's
What kind of broom?
Mike, don't try to sweet talk him now. It's too late. You've already
I bought a broom
on his bad side.
He was offering you a grumpy munchkin.
Quick question. So 2 heterosexual guys sucking cock is gay? No, that's homophobic, dude.
Exactly.
No.
You see, that's right about that. He is right, Shirley. He is right about that, and you know that. Put that back up there again. This is facts, Brent. This blows your whole theory out of the water.
What are you talking about?
You're wrong.
This is Bob.
Look at it.
Even
Read
making
it.
sense.
Yeah,
Read it. Get it.
2
tattoo and
heterosexual
put it
guys.
on your
Yes.
forehead.
Okay. Let me explain to you what gay and heterosexual means. Gay is 2 people of the same sex doing something together, and heterosexual is a man and a woman doing something together. So if 2 people of the same sex are doing something together, that's gay. If your man is doing something with a woman, that's heterosexual.
Right.
So you
That's
agree
6th grade
with
health class, buddy.
Yeah, Esau's on fire.
He is fucking amazing. He is amazing. He is.
Man,
This is
you guys
unbelievable.
are really freaked out about gay stuff, which makes
We're not.
me wonder.
No, I love
you're suspect, Bob, already.
I'm
Yeah.
suspect. If
You
want
are
a sucking
suspect
dick,
because
if
you have cock on the brain, like it's on a subconscious level. It's all you can think about is gay and cock. That's all you mention and all you can talk
be
about.
in my brain as long as
That's
it's
because you
not
want
my
one in
mouth
your
like
ass.
yours. It's
when
not
Brent
my
starts
mouth
going on
like
these
yours.
long diatribes, I keep picturing a woman on all fours, just like standing in front of him, looking at her watch, going,
Yeah, because that's what happens, idiot.
Brent, wouldn't you love to see a girl on all fours? You look at her and you're like, oh, God, I'm going to fuck her. And you go, maybe I shouldn't. And then you see the balls hanging from behind. You're like, I'm going to fuck it.
Don't drag me down into your sick sexual fantasies.
Yeah, you know what you like, yeah, fella. You
That's
know
what you like. You just that came out of your head, not
yeah,
mine.
little fucking
hey.
Tampa Bay tacos behind them.
Show of hands. No, everybody on the Scouts honor. Okay, everybody,
What?
be honest, and no judgment here. Can't goof
Once.
on anybody for the answer. All right.
Right. This
One
is not a
time.
judgmental group at all.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
making
sure.
the call.
Everybody
No
here is perfect
judgment.
in judge and jury.
No judgment, because this is a good question. We can get something out of this, but we got to
Okay.
be cool about it. All right. Is everybody
All right.
cool?
I'm cool.
Nobody
Jules,
nobody
cool.
making fun of this person,
No,
calling them
no.
gay or anything. Here's my
Never.
question. If you what is it?
It's already gay.
Nice.
Reverend Bob was gay,
Oh.
but all that changed just the other day.
Oh.
It happened when I heard Bob Levy say,
I had cock.
All right, here's the question. My question is this. Raise your hand if you've ever knowingly masturbated.
What?
If you've ever knowingly masturbated to transvestite porn.
What does that mean?
If you need clarification.
What?
Have you ever jerked off to chicks with dicks?
No. Have I ever seen it? Have I ever seen
Lenny.
it? Probably yes. Lenny, you've seen it. Add up the numbers. Lenny, have you ever seen it?
Does anyone think there is someone here that might have jerked off to tranny porn?
Yes, and I think they're wearing a hat that's way too meant for way younger people to wear.
Like a 17-year-old.
Brent doesn't have a hat on.
See, you have to project onto me to hide what's really going on in your head.
All right, here we go, Brent.
I own up to what's going on in my head.
All right,
you can't own
here
up to
we
what's
go.
going on in your head because you have to project it towards me.
Here we go.
Listen, you're projecting about projecting, Brent. So that means you're actually double projecting.
And meanwhile, Bob's
You're
just
even
by
recting.
like he's straight over here.
Take your cock out, sir.
Listen,
Brent, would you ever fuck a Taiwan chick boy?
he's making up people now. Go
Making
ahead.
things up. I don't even know what that
Chick
is.
boy. And then 3 hours later, you want to hump another Taiwan chick boy.
But look, she looks like a chick. She got a beautiful
I think
ass,
you mean,
beautiful
I think you mean
tits, beautiful
Thailand.
tits. A Taiwan, Thai boy. You know what I mean? You never said, hey, I would take one of those little fucking tender, young, little small back men.
No, because I like.
Oh,
as
mark
you
your time
pointed
on
out,
that,
I like the thick chicks that look like women. You, my friend, are the ones thinking about the ones that look like guys.
Those are thick chicks that look like men. That's what you like, and you just fucking agreed to it, you man fucking beast fucking animal.
Keep going. Lenny's about to finish.
Anybody that hates gay people this much, is
I
gay.
don't hate gay people at all. I hate people that lie to me about sucking dick, and you're one of them.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God,
mad
dude.
about. I
Oh
love
my
gay
God.
people. Gay people are in a good mood. They get
Let me ask
shocked. Everything
Hey.
you do is like, oh my God, stop
Can
it.
I say this? Can I say this real quick about Bob? He does love gay people. I've known him for years. He's always been cool with gay people. He's close with some.
It was great. I got fucked in the ass and I left.
And
I
he's a
did.
good
I didn't
dude.
say around bullshitting and saying, hey, that
Right.
was an accident.
Right. Go ahead. Who was
ahead,
next?
Brian.
Mark, you
Well,
wanted to
Bob-
say something?
If someone did suck a dick and was lying to you about it, why would you be angry? You just said, I hate people that suck dick and lie to me about it.
Be yourself. If you're gay,
That
you're
is
gay.
weird.
If you're fucking, don't be fucking, mid-sexual like fucking Brent. He'll make believe, swinging, but he won't tell us the last part where he's sucking a dick to end the night. You know what I mean?
Swinging is a heterosexual thing. There's not gay things going on at swingers parties or swingers events. That's what's going on in your head, so that's what you're fantasizing about.
Brent, if I went to one of your fucking fuck fests and I said, hey, somebody banged me in the ass, I guarantee 3 people would collide trying to get behind me.
Okay. You know what? Let's bet $1,000 and let's do it. $1,000.
What are you gonna warn? You're
Let's
gonna
do it.
warn
No, let's do it. I won't say anything. No, we'll go to
man.
secrets. I can't tell everybody at secrets what to do or not to do.
Oh, it's a
Let's
secret
bet
there. We have to keep it
$1,000
down.
and do
It's
your
a
bet.
secret.
Put your money
Don't
where your
say
mouth
anything.
is, son.
Stop
Oh,
yelling.
it's a
You're
secret.
upsetting. You're upsetting Lenny.
So,
It's
there
a
does have to
secret.
be-
This
there has
is
to be
called
by
secret
secret.
because we can't tell anybody that we like fucking other men in the ass.
All right, Lenny's about to throw up. Mike, what'd you want to say?
But there has to be bisexual swingers. So
There are, but not at these events. Not at the ones that I go to. Those are very specific parties.
You take your cock out, sir.
but I'm sure some of the men and especially the women at these places.
The women. A lot of them are bi, but the guys are not.
Right.
That's the deal.
See, Bob is just angry because Bob and his first wife were
Mike, you're
swingers,
looking like,
and he
like
shouldn't
that.
tell him.
Like that's an insane thought. Like it's that's exactly what goes on. Every
Like, but when
fucking
you're
single
trying to
swingers
say-
party I've been to, you've been to none. You're acting like you know what goes
I've
on.
done comedy at a swingers club. I could have got fucking blown by a guy or a girl, but I
It was
fucking
great.
chose
I got
to go
fucked in
home
the ass and I
after.
left.
Yeah, I did the show. They were all like,
Take your
fucking,
cock
hey,
out,
you want to fuck my wife while I watch? And I'm like, I don't want to fuck your wife while you watch. You know what I mean? How about you stay out here and I fuck your fucking wife? You know, I don't want you to be part of this, you fucking half a fag.
Yeah, you don't hate gay people at all.
I don't hate gay people, but that's a hit.
I like cock.
That's a hidden gay guy trying to
like
trick.
cock.
Trying to trick you.
I like cock.
Fuck my wife and I'll bang you in the ass. I know what's going on.
I like cock.
I know what's going on, pal.
Bob
Okay?
just yelled at
It's a
No,
trick.
you actually don't.
Bob's
It's a
trying to
trick.
trick you. He
You
makes
know
you sign
zero.
that He makes you sign that release in advance.
Exactly. Oh, I was here for a job. No, I wasn't. You fucking liars. You know, you fucking pin me down and rape me. I know what your fucking games are. You little fucking. Oh, it's a secret. What happens in your ass stays in your ass. No, it doesn't.
Take your cock out, sir.
You are so freaked out by gay stuff, which
He really
I'm not
is.
actually
freaked
means
out.
you're gay. It actually
I
means
fucking-
like,
You're
dude,
out
you
of
are
control.
freaked out.
You're out of
I'm not.
control.
I love gay
really,
people.
Like,
I love.
for me, I
lying gay
really
people.
don't care what anybody's sexuality is. They can fuck guys,
Me
girls,
either.
trans people. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm comfortable with who I am and what I do.
Seems that way.
You
Seems that
obviously
way.
are freaked out.
I'm not freaked out. I love gay people. I don't care.
Calling
They don't
Dr.
bother
Freud,
me.
calling Dr.
Gay
Freud.
people don't bother me. It's the hidden gay people like you
How
that
much
go to
do you
these
love
little
gay
fucking
people?
parties.
How much do you love gay
I've never
people?
been. I've
Love
never
it.
done. I've never
Would
done
you-
anything gay in my
would
life.
you- would
I'll
you
fucking
do-
hug them so tight and they'll come on my leg. I don't give a shit. I love them. Okay? I
Why are you
fucking
so
love
freaked
everybody.
out?
I'm not freaked out because you're a hiding gay. You're hiding it. You're trying to trick me to bang your wife so I come in the room and you slip up
Believe
behind
me-
me like a waiter at a fucking fancy restaurant.
Believe me, I'm not. I'm not looking for a guy that looks like he just got dug up out of the graveyard to fuck my
Oh,
wife.
please, please. I'll put some life into your fucking wife. Let me tell you something. I'm
Take
all
your cock
cock,
out, sir.
motherfucker. I'll fucking drop a fucking old fucking
You probably can't
goddamn
get hard
rice
at this
pudding
age.
load
It
in
was
her.
a cigarette.
I got fucked in the ass and I
Yeah,
left.
load like looks like rice pudding will drip right in her.
I doubt you can even get hard.
Please, I can get hard. I can get fucking hard, you motherfucker. You're angry.
You need
You're
you need
fucking
dick
angry.
shots, don't you, to get hard?
You fucking. The only time you get hard if the other guy, the girl's husband, is in the fucking room.
You
Look
are-
over at his dick and fucking go, and fucking hit it on the helmet. You fucking psycho.
Yeah, but hey, Ed, all of this is a confession for Bob.
What? That you're a fag?
All of this is a
let's-
confession.
Let's take a deep breath. Everybody relax.
Wow.
From award-winning
It all
director
came out.
Ang Lee comes a tale of forbidden love, unbridled passion, and a whole lot of butt fucking. Yeah. It's Bob Levy and Shuley as you've never seen them before. Gayer than a $3 bill in high-pitched Mike's wallet.
This is the Reverend Bob Levy.
You want a piece of Shuley? Come on, biatch. Oi, oh,
Come on.
oi, oi, ay, oh,
Come on.
ay, what the fuck? Oh, this is gay. Oi, what is it?
I'm coming.
And then you.
Wow. I got crabs here. Check out my cock.
It sounds like two gay guys fucking over a check. What the fuck is that?
Listen.
Hey,
yes,
I'm
Mike.
tired of looking at Lenny. I'm gonna pop him off here.
Yeah,
What?
please go ahead. Just get this
Whoa,
turn
whoa.
out, please. The
Why?
face
I
is
like
this-
Lenny. I like. Whoa,
Chili,
whoa,
Chili
wow.
Bean said he was up there mouth farting.
Dude, you didn't just do it after you fucking.
Out-
oh my
outsy.
god, you were just nice to him to get him on. Oh,
But
a
please put that
visitor.
up instead. Put that up instead.
Jim
Oh
McClure.
my god, he's a visitor.
Yeah, put that up instead, please.
That's fucking mean, man. You can't do that to those kind of people.
It's all right.
Well,
Forget
yeah,
about it.
no. I'm sure
That's
now I'm going to have to hear about it. He's not going to.
No,
back
why,
on, get him back
Julie?
on.
Why
Another
would you have
email.
to hear? Why would you have to
Oh,
hear
Put him
about
back
it?
on. Put him back on.
That's
Only two
awesome.
people have the buttons to get him off, and that's Mark and Mike. They're the only ones that have the button to be able to get him
Well,
off.
then Mike
So
must have brought him back in.
who did it? You did?
You think I could hit this button and Lenny disappears, Bob? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
don't.
No, would I do that to my friend Linus?
Oh God, you're an asshole. The two of you guys are fucking mean. You can't treat people like that. That don't
Oh,
like
yes,
him.
you can. Oh,
He's gonna kill you, motherfuckers. I say I like him. I don't care if you guys don't like him. That's your problem. But like, I like him. What are you fucking with him for? You're letting him halfway in the room. You can't do that. What? As I was, what?
Just let him put the tip in.
What?
As if I hold on, let's go.
What?
Full screen.
It says, as if I was unaware this was going to happen.
Thank you, Bob.
Oh, this is the woman's note that he has in the cellar.
right. The one that came over.
Julie, should I tell them now or you want me to wait?
Go ahead, tell him. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was sent a link about 10 minutes before the show began.
Best he ever sounded.
Yeah.
And now he's muted. And now he's muted.
This is
There you go.
Lenny. This is such Lenny. Can I just share this story with you?
Breaking news.
Because Lenny's now muted, and I don't. It's God is not a fan of you, Lenny, and I don't know why. We all are. So Lenny got the link about 10 minutes before the show starts. Lenny hopped on before the show started, and Lenny heard us putting this whole bit together about taking him on and off the screen.
Oh.
And so he says, I'm gonna play along and then I'm gonna reveal. So this was his moment to fucking cram it back up your guys' asses. And his fucking mic goes out. It's unbelievable.
I love him. I fucking love him. You bring fucking good luck to other losers. You are the best.
Should I tell them? Should I tell them? I'm going to tell them right now.
It'll be such a surprise.
Well, it turns out I would have. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because.
Oh, Lenny.
Your audio's back?
I don't know. Is it back?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Do your big reveal. I didn't say anything.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
What are you doing? He's going to kill you.
Oh, no.
He's going to fucking kill you. You can't do this after he just.
Back,
hey.
No!
Oh!
What are you doing? Come on, bring it. Yeah! No!
It's like having him on a roll.
No! I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no. Wait a minute. You changed it. Well, Lenny. Well, what was the review? Iso, you have that review that Mike texted us?
We have another one?
This was a good one. I remember this stuck out, and I was like, we have to talk about this with Lenny.
Right. It was
Hold on. Let him put it up. Is that it's blurry. Let him figure it out. Do you remember what the review was for, Mark?
Yes, Eddie Izzard.
Oh, that's right. Comedian Eddie Izzard.
Izzard? What do you
rhymes with lizard. That's why Lenny tuned in. There might be dragons in this performance.
Lenny, is there any truth to that? Did you think dragons would be involved with Eddie Izzard / Lizard?
No. Absurd. That's delusional.
Absurd, I say. Good sir. Absurd. I take umbrage.
Pshaw to you, sir.
Did we ever find out what Lenny's favorite porn genre is?
I would say the 70s from the D-Car.
Pouring blue cheese on men's asses.
What's your guess, Mark?
I say 70s, late 70s.
I think
70s
his favorite porn. I think his favorite porn is that Dr. Baden morgue show.
Okay, the autopsy show?
Yeah. Autopsy reports. That's his
okay. Dr. Michael Baden.
And you people consider yourselves normal? Really? This
Yeah.
is just amazing to me.
Go ahead, Mike. Did you have a pick?
I know what I want to say, but I don't think he would admit it if it was. I'll say I was S&M, a little bondage.
Okay.
No, I know what he's into.
Go ahead, Bob. What's your pick?
I'm gonna change mine to MILF porn.
MILF. So you go from 70s to MILF. Okay,
Yeah,
go
because
ahead.
I know he's
Those in
fucked
their
up.
70s.
Brent?
I know, yeah.
I think Lenny, because he's so understimulated, likes straight just fucking. Like just a man and a woman fucking.
Yeah, I agree with my doppelganger, my 7 doppelganger over here, Brent. I think he's very tame. I don't think he's that wild. I think it's maybe, I don't know, maybe cream pies or something or facials. But I think that even that's a stretch. I think
it's just
straight,
a man and a woman having sex. I think that's
yeah. Yeah,
I
so
think
let's-
I think Lenny regularly masturbates to S&M, and it's Shuli and Mike.
Okay, all right. Let's go to.
That is so accurate.
Yeah, let's go to Lenny. Drum roll, please. Go ahead.
Burp porn.
Was that just a mouth fart, Lenny?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Straight
go
up
ahead.
sex.
Straight up sex.
Straight up sex. Maybe outdoors to get crazy or in a car, but straight up.
Right.
Is there a
Straight up.
diorama in the car?
That's odd to me that both outdoors and in the car has not worked out for you sex wise.
No, it hasn't.
Right.
I think Lenny jerks up to Carrot Top impersonators.
Or any Wendy's ad where he can see the Wendy's girl in the photo. Iso, do we have that review, by the way? Or did it just come out?
I think it's really fucking blurry for some
If
reason.
you have it
'cause,
on your phone, Mike, you should just read it.
Yeah.
You can't get it in focus here. Phil's see stroke porn. Is there? You guys think there's a stroke porn genre?
Anything you can think of, there's a genre for it.
Absolutely.
There has to be. There has to be. Yeah.
Yelp review porn. You know, that's funny. If we send Lenny some scenes to watch and then he reviews them, that's a great idea, Travis.
And you know what? On Pornhub, we could send him scenes because you can comment like underneath the videos on there.
Fuck that. Write it down in an email and send it to us. Fuck commenting on there.
Yeah.
Let's let the comment. What we can do is we can share the link in here. People can watch it or whatever, or we'll post it on Patreon, the link, and then people can watch it, and then we can do a review, Lenny's review. I love that.
I like it.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want me to send it? Send it.
No,
in?
read it, please.
Yeah,
All
read
right.
it.
It's titled "Disunity." And Dateline, South Secaucus, Long Island. I greatly enjoyed your article on comedian Eddie Izzard and his marathons for unity and to make humanity great again. Parentheses. Eddie Izzard wants to make humanity great again with 28 days for marathons and charity, February 21st. Close parentheses. I take exception, though, to the use of divisive and disharmonizing terminology such as the cross-dressing comedian and the transgender entertainer. It could have simply said the comedian, the British comedian, or the avant-garde entertainer, or the outre entertainer. To use such divisive language detracts from the article and the message Eddie is trying to get across. Lenny G. and Goma.
Well, first of all, it's two sides to this. Part of me agrees with what you're saying, but the other part of me is like, if he's playing in Long Island, you might want to let the people know this guy dresses up as a chick, because that's going to be a real uncomfortable scene when they're sitting there and he comes out in Long Island or Staten Island. They're going to fucking let him know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Information about that's readily available as quick as your phone.
You're giving people too much credit.
Beforehand, you Google
Lenny,
him and decide that way.
Lenny, you
There's
just
no
got a
reason to put that in
smartphone.
advertisement.
Yeah, Lenny, you just got a smartphone like 2.5, 3 years ago. Like, people are not that tech savvy.
And there are people who just book a night at the comedy club and they have no idea who's going to be on.
Right.
Right, or they get free tickets because they're locals and they've come before. So, yeah, I don't know. I think you kind of have to look. When Tracy Morgan played at Caroline's, I remember he's the only comic that I've seen there that has a note that's put outside the door that says you're going to hear some really crazy shit, basically, and you can't be offended by it.
And no Walmart drivers allowed.
Yeah, that's the other side.
Me and a guy from Bubba's show used to do a show that was the whole show was on anti-religion and pot. In every show, we would have to refund at least 4 people because they got pissed and walked out.
Bob, you remember the show we did in Baltimore, Killers of Comedy show, and Yucko goes up and he walked a table of 4 black people.
Oh yeah, they had to tell them they were the wrong thing.
Yeah, they thought it was the Kings of Comedy, and they came to the Killers of Comedy, and Yucko's on stage.
Oh my God.
Time for some black magic, and he pulls out a bucket of KFC and pulls a giant black dildo out of it and starts putting it between his legs and going, "Hello there," and I watched them. They just got up as a unit and walked out.
It was such a great time. It was just like it was so much fun back then. You know what I mean?
But did this couple think they were getting tickets to the Kings of Comedy for $11.50 front row, like sitting on the stage for $11? Like, is that they thought there's the Kings of Comedy
at a Holiday Inn?
Let me tell you something.
Access.
I did a spot once at Broadway Comedy Club in the city. Mike, you played Broadway. It's a shithole. And it's one of those rooms where comedy goes to die. And I had like the 12:15 spot. I was the last one. The show had been going on for 2.5 hours. Okay. I go up, and the whole time I'm up there, this woman is with her arms crossed, just miserable. And finally, after like 7 minutes, I just go, "What's wrong?" And she looked at me after 2+ hour show and says, "We were told Tina Fey was going to be here tonight." And I said, "At what point in this shit show did you think Tina Fey was going to fucking stroll out here?" I'm like, "You're an idiot for sitting here this long."
And she's not a stand-up.
Well, listen, it wouldn't have helped.
But it's like there's no chance of her being at any club, never mind Broadway. I mean,
Of course.
But people believe it. They believe somebody on the street selling them tickets near a Subway. They believe
So,
it.
I mean, listen, I remember barking for tickets in Vegas for some casino shows, and I'd be like, "These guys are on HBO, Showtime, Comic View." And then I'd walk out and they'd be like, "That's the guy who gave me the fucking tickets." And be like, "Who's this asshole?"
Yeah, there's a little bit of lying in comedy. Yeah.
Of course. But
Too much lying. Too much.
Yeah. So
there were other reviews. Mike, you have any other reviews too?
Hyperbole, not lying.
There were some reviews of the show.
Of that show.
Can I just say something first? I just want to know, Lenny, why does it matter? Like, why don't you, if you don't like something, just walk away from it? Like, I never said I'm going to write an article to this, about anything that was
never say that.
Great
Never.
question, Bob.
Yeah, but it's just like something I didn't enjoy. If I really liked it, I'm the kind of person that would go, "Wow, that really, you guys did a great job." And hopefully, nobody tells you that much, but I want you to know you did a great job. But if it's a bad situation, why would you sit down and keep creating the drama of what you went through by writing a letter? Why not just forget it?
Yeah, Mike, you've known Bob for years. I mean, he doesn't complain about things or make a situation worse.
Happy Go Lucky makes the best of every situation.
Yeah, he feels like he's walking on sunshine every day.
That guy's like Hitler. Look at him.
Go ahead, Lenny.
In the old tour, if something went wrong, we would have to fucking hide him, or else it would be shit flying all over the place.
I had at one show, I had to introduce him after he threw a full can of closed soda at our promoter, at our booker, and almost killed him. Go ahead, Lenny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. In this particular article,
Wait a minute. Wait. Who rubs their eye like that? What were you doing? Not even a fucking gorilla would go at their eye like this. What were you doing?
He's trying to keep him open. We're boring him.
They went out of their way to point out that he was a cross-dresser. They must have mentioned it 3 to 4 times in an article that only had 3 or 4 paragraphs. They had to make mention of it multiple times. They went out of their way to point that out.
And how'd that
It
turn
just
you
didn't
on,
need to
fella?
be. He's
How'd it turn you on?
fine as a comedian. He stands on his own as a comedian. He doesn't stand on his own as a cross-dressing comedian. He's a
But that
comedian.
is his gimmick. You got to admit that is his gimmick.
That's the other
That's
side of
his
it. If
gimmick,
it-
but he doesn't go around saying, "Hi, I'm a cross-dressing comedian" when he goes.
Yes,
up
he
on
does.
stage.
Well, yeah, he does.
But it's implied. It's his gimmick.
It's implied when he comes out at cross-dress.
Yeah.
You know?
And he does talk about it. I mean,
Right.
especially
Like
when he first started
the
doing it.
Undertaker doesn't
He
go
does
around
talk
saying
about it, yeah.
I'm parodying an Undertaker. He comes out. He's the Undertaker. That's the
Please
gimmick.
get that tape of Brett going.
Lenny, what's the best part of a cross dressing? What's the
Don't
best
worry,
part?
you'll
of
be
a
doing that in the
cross-dressing
nursing home
comedian?
soon.
That was great.
What was that? I don't watch him because he's a cross-dressing comedian. I watch him because he's funny.
So is it the crossing or the dressing?
Yeah.
You didn't answer. You
Is
didn't
it
listen
the
to what I
dinner
just
or the
said,
theater?
apparently.
Thousand Island
You're
or
just gonna
vinaigrette?
listen to what you want to hear.
Would you put it on your salad, you faggot?
And
Now we know Lenny's tape. Chubby British man in a dress. All right. So I do have a review of sorts that was on the Miserable Men show fan page, and so I'll read it as Lenny just because he has a funny voice. This is from Darren. Enough already with Lenny. 2 weeks with nothing but him. Seriously, WTF. Before that, nothing but Brent and COVID taking up the whole shows. Content, please, not just one subject, basically the whole shows lately.
Sure.
Why do we care how long it takes him to get to work, car or bus? SHM, more singing by Lenny, please. I haven't gotten enough. LOL.
And it's signed Mike Morse.
and Lenny himself did respond. I totally agree. Must be other things in the world to discuss besides me. I do attempt to derail and deflect. Well, you're good at fucking derailing, but little or no effect. Pretty sure my annoyance and disdain is self-evident. I suggest getting in touch with them and making your voice heard.
Take your cock out, sir.
Lenny, don't fold to fucking society.
What does that mean exactly, Ron?
He's fighting what people say. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, I want you to. You agreed with them. They're ripping you apart, saying you're a useless bag of shit on the show, and you should be like, hey, I'm not, and then come up with reasons why you're not. And that's why. Forget it. You're a visitor. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Move on.
And before he answers, I would like to do this.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No, come on, like, don't fucking knock him off. No, you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Lenny, if you can hear me out there,
You got Kanye.
Yeah, we're gonna let you finish, but first, no, Lenny's the best, man.
Beyonce, the best Dragon shit of the year.
He's back! Yes.
When Lenny shows up to Mike's house, and I wish I was there to see Mike's eyes when the door opens and Lenny's there with like a hatchet.
I'll look around first, and I'll look down. Oh,
You'll hear him.
The sound of the mouth farting.
You can smell the 2-day-old coffee in the air.
Sounds like somebody's in the backyard.
Imagine seeing that in the yard.
What that noise is coming from the trees?
The tree said, "Don't put your fucking hands on me, you animal."
I think the tree just mouth farted.
It went like it went.
I'm walking through the kitchen, and there's a dragon boiling on the stove.
Well, listen, kids, it's been a great show. Lenny, we love you, pal. Thanks for coming on, as usual.
Yeah.
Do we have any assignments for Lenny for next week?
Well, I just want to say to Lenny, like 1975, don't ever change. Like your living room, like your kitchen, whatever. I'm fucking
Like 1975, don't ever change. I mean, like your living room. I mean, your kitchen. What?
It was great. I got fucked in the ass and I left.
I had so much fun doing this.
I just want to say to Lenny, like 1975, don't ever change. I mean, like your living room. I mean, your kitchen.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Do we want to have him do a porn review next week?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. We're each going to send you a scene. Each of us
Brett.
is responsible for sending a scene. Send it to ESO, the link. So, wait. Oh, you have one. You have something to
Brent send a tape of him and his wife and somebody else and let him review it. Then we'll know what the real shit is.
Yeah.
So, could Brett? Is there any way that we could get Lenny to review one of your guys' videos?
Yeah.
We won't show the tape. Just let's play Lenny's review of it.
Lenny,
Yeah.
are you up for that? All right, he's up for that. See what we can do on that. Maybe
No, just like he
short
looks
clip.
at it. We don't post to what you're doing.
Yeah,
He
no.
watches it in his privacy of his own 1970, and then he reviews it without anybody seeing it. That's
Well, it doesn't just involve Brent, so let's have a backup plan in case he's
Right.
not comfortable with that.
No, I think each of us send him a scene,
yeah.
and then his job is to review, and each of us bet on whether or not he's going to like our scene.
Because Shuli wanted
Right?
to post the link on Patreon so everybody can see what he sees.
No, not with
No.
you and your wife. I don't wanna
That's
do
what
that.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
We won't put
I'm
that
saying
up.
literally send him a link to send it to ESO. ESO send it to his email along with the other links. And like he's reviewing our scenes that we're sending in, he's
Yeah.
going to review your guys' scene as well.
Yeah.
so does he want a scene of like that my wife shoots?
I don't know, Lenny. What would you
What
like?
would you like, Lenny? You want to see Brent getting fucked in the ass?
There is none of that, Bob. I know you're dreaming of it.
Yeah.
Take your
Technically,
cock
it
out,
shouldn't be
sir.
up to me. You're sending. You guys are just making the decision, and I'm just reviewing it. Yeah.
Right.
We're going to send you a
So
tape
you guys
of Brent
decide.
and his wife. Yeah, we want to send you a tape of Brent and his wife.
You
and
want?
you're gonna,
Well, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. You want me and my wife, or you want like one of the scenes that her OnlyFans scenes that she shoots?
what do you like, Len?
I think I should leave it up to you guys. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
He doesn't want to make the decision. He's
Let's
nervous.
be honest.
because-
Lenny,
because-
Lenny will review
If I
whatever
make the
we could
decision,
send
it's
over on
already gonna
Betamax.
Bias.
Right.
If I make the decision for you,
Shuli,
it's already biased.
which
If you just send, it won't be. Understand?
I say send him whatever scene you think is good, and then we'll reveal if it's you and your wife or your wife and somebody else. We'll reveal that on the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
the noises that are made. We'll
Because
try
listen,
to figure it out.
the scenes we're sending him, none of us are saying what it is, right? But we should pick a scene that we think he will enjoy. And it doesn't. It's here's
You
the
guys.
kicker, right? It's the scene outside of the genre that he likes.
not what you
So
would
he-
enjoy, Bob. What Lenny would enjoy.
We're trying to turn him on to other things,
So
right?
it can't be in a car or outdoors.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are
Right.
the two that I
Gotcha.
mentioned.
No
Right.
camping, fucking.
Right. And hetero. It's all got to be gay.
Okay.
So every. No, I'm kidding.
It was great. I got fucked in the ass and I left.
So let's put that together for next week, along with everything else. And thank
See if we
everybody
could
for watching. Yeah, go
Find
ahead,
some
Mark.
porn on a kinescope that Lenny could watch it on.
I can dust off my laser vision. My laser
Laser disc. Can you imagine owning porn on laser? It was like bigger than an album. It was fucking huge. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll be back next Monday.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for your support, man. Let everybody know about the show. Patreon only. We're killing it. I know you guys are digging it. We're doing it. So thank you, everybody, and have a good night. Signing off.